simply from COVID. And deaths from synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, accounted for nearly 70% of those overdose deaths. The opioid overuse epidemic began in the late 90s, driven then by the overprescribing of opioids to treat pain, while drug manufacturers like Purdue Pharma, which has recently paid an $8.3 billion federal settlement in 2020, profited from this problem. By 2010, heroin deaths began rapidly increasing. And then beginning in 2013, it was overdose deaths increasingly involved synthetic opioids like fentanyl. Fentanyl precursor chemicals are made in China and to a lesser extent also in India. And they're shipped to Mexico, where they're then pressed into pills to look like prescription drugs. And it's primarily being done by two powerful drug cartels, Sinaloa and the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. China and Mexico are not willing partners with the United States. China formally severed any counter-narcotics collaboration after then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited the island of Taiwan in 2022. And then last week, the Justice Department filed the first ever charges against Chinese companies they believe are responsible for manufacturing precursor chemicals.
Stopping the Chinese chemical companies that are supplying the cartels with the building blocks they need to manufacture deadly fentanyl. We are targeting every step of the movement, manufacturing, and sale of fentanyl from start to finish.
And U.S.-Mexico cooperation on drug trafficking has collapsed under this current Mexican president, Lopez Obrador, known as AMLO, who has denied that fentanyl is even produced in Mexico. And then he lashed out at the United States for spying and, quote, interference after 28 members of the Sinaloa cartel were charged in April. Last year, the DEA seized over 79 million deadly doses of fentanyl. It's more than double the amount it seized in 2021. And that's enough to supply a lethal dose to every single American. But officials estimate they are capturing maybe just 5 to 10% of the fentanyl that is crossing in from Mexico. And they acknowledge it could even be less than that. The drug is often found in fake pills. It's made to resemble prescription drugs like oxycodone, Xanax, and Adderall. And it's sent through the mail, marketed on the internet and social media, including to children and teens. This is a crisis that the United States has struggled to combat in any meaningful way. Since President Biden took office, his administration has launched a public health campaign known as One Pill Can Kill, warning about the fentanyl threat. And they're introducing new scanning technologies at border crossings. In theory, the fentanyl issue should be way above politics. But with Republican opponents hoping to use the issue as a wedge to blame Biden for border policies, the president has said very little publicly about the crisis.
Fentanyl is killing more than 70,000 Americans a year. You got it.
Obviously, that was from the State of the Union. The reality is that more than 90% of fentanyl seizures along the border this year have been at the legal U.S. ports of entry. And most of those involved with sneaking fentanyl across the border, U.S. citizens. Even the scope of the addiction crisis is not yet clear. More than 9 million Americans misused opioids in 2021, according to the Department of Health and Human Services. And yet the agency has not tracked the rise of fentanyl and does not know how many Americans are even using it. What's clear is that fentanyl is touching every part of American life and every demographic group.
An ex-friend of the family who sold drugs, gave her what she thought was an oxy and took half of it and never woke up. There's no second chances most of the time for fentanyl. You're either going to die or you're going to get addicted. That's just it.
You know something, you need to say something. And if you can't say it, take care of it.
He had bought some of the blue oxy pills and taken a half of one and died within 1 minute.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading.
Yo, yo, yo. That right there is an example of what I'm saying. The shit is not a secret. It just was a secret to the public.
Them doctors being on that shit too.
They got to.
Yeah, they was busting them for writing fake prescriptions and you know what I'm saying? They was getting them out to the dealers and getting they cut.
Yeah, me myself personally, I had a family member pass away from this shit or whatever. And they, young, 35. Well, that's considered young to me or whatever. But that shit everywhere. You know how certain shit be in certain pockets. No, not this. This ain't just in certain pockets. This is everywhere. When something like that don't reach when something like that reach everywhere without assistance from the government. You get what I'm saying?
Just take half, you'll be alright. Don't take the whole thing.
Jeez. No crazy thing about it, I don't allegedly, ran across some people that openly fuck with that shit. I'm like, oh yo, that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like what they said, either you gonna die off of or you gonna be addicted to it. Pick your poison, nigga.
That shit gonna kill your ass right off rip.
You heard that one woman? She said her kid took a half one, was dead within a minute. And you know the crazy thing about it, gonna be niggas be like, yo, man, them motherfuckers, they ain't know how much to put into it, yo. You you only supposed to put .8 in it, yo. Nah, that shit crazy.
What you think more important to talk about? People overdosing off a bad batch or something? Or these chemicals they putting in meat that they know for a fact that's legal, that's killing people slowly every fucking day, bro.
Oh, they ain't gonna do no article about that because that means they ain't gonna make no money then.
I
This
got a
is,
question. Do they still sell the fentanyl patches? I mean, the prescriptions?
I mean, you can still get fentanyl in the hospital, yeah. If something happened to
Oh,
you,
I
yeah.
know you. They gave it to me before, and yeah, they gave it to
Okay.
me in the
Nah,
IV.
you can't
So,
get no fentanyl. You can't get no fentanyl in the motherfucking
oh,
hospital.
they don't sell the patches no more.
I don't know about
Yeah.
patches or nothing, but if your ass you'll get hit with something. They'll insert some fentanyl in you.
I
But
know. When they told me that, I thought they was, doing some dirty work, and I was like, no, no, but it was like 0.33 or something like that. So I know you can't take a large amount, or your ass gonna be gone.
My thing is, how is one thing more more important than the other. When if you get a bad batch of anything, you could die.
Yeah, I know 4 people that passed away off of it.
Yeah. But how many people you know that died off meat? Cancerous things.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
My dad did. You said cancerous things, right?
I get exactly what he's saying, but they ain't gonna label it until one to attack it, because if they attack it, that means they gotta go against the meat industry. Going against the meat industry, that's the meat plants, the meat companies, the meat factory, whatever. Meat is big money. Pause. But oh, they ain't gonna tell us about that. They ain't gonna bring that up unless like if somebody put like a drug inside the meat or something, and then they got other than that, they ain't gonna stay away from that subject.
But
They gonna
I ain't heard from a nigga free in a minute, but that's a new name now. Vegan free, huh? We go there.
nah, but I get what he's
Where you
saying.
was at?
He absolutely
Where you
right
was
though.
at? Where you was at earlier, right, man? I needed you, man. The nigga Bronson was talking, man. I want you to tell us, man. Sit your silly ass up, man.
You talking about future? You talking about Fiji?
Silly ass, man.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold he. Hey, shout out to Ron son. He was telling me something right, and he threw me off, and he was correct about it. He like, yo, Joe, I forgot the woman name. Like, what you think about? I'm just gonna paraphrase on that. Old girl that got eaten alive by crabs. I'm like, what? Like, huh? Then he was not lying about this shit.
I'm about to say, people get crabs eating people now?
Man,
The hell?
Yeah, my thing is, bro, do your research on if you get the if you how many recalls they do a year on food that if you get a hold of it, not even just meat, bro. If you get a hold to some bad romaine lettuce, your ass can die. You know what I'm saying?
They just had the strawberries not too long ago, huh, bro?
shit, they had
Great
a
Real
value.
low, right?
Great value.
shit, they had a recall on Johnsonville sausages not too long. We was talking about it because they finally had plastic. They got the plizzy glizzes. That's why I call them plizzy glizzes. Plastic all in the sauce. Yeah, they had a recall on that. But the thing is, though, they put that recall about the plizzy glizzes, but they said they had the packages for like 4 or 5 months ago, and they just doing a recall on it. So basically, like, if you have ate Johnsonville sausages within this date of time, it probably contained plastic, months later, so that's kind of weird how they do that as well. It's already too late now that people don't eat the shit now.
Yeah, the only difference is one, you die a minute later, and the other one, you die 10 years later. Same results for all this shit.
I'm in the matrix.
No, we hear you.
I thought I was damn connection was fucked up or something.
No, my bad. I just stopped talking. I was over here talking to my homie real quick. My bad.
Yeah, they go back to what Free was saying earlier. Them, man, this shit crazy. Y'all doing a whole fitting all this, fitting all that, and drugs this, drug that. But niggas finna be eating fucking 3D printed food, bro. That, come on, bro. That shit, come on, man. Shit ridiculous. They want you to keep your eye on what they want you to keep your eye on, and ignore the rest of the shit that is most important. I ain't saying the fentanyl not, but come on now. It's a mass majority of the niggas that's not even, that don't do drugs. All they do is eat. Shit crazy, bro. These niggas sick.
Bro, why you think they shut down that Trump the wall shit, bro? Why you think they shut that shit, bro? Nigga, anything that's over here, nigga, them niggas allowed to come over. Straight up. 70, he mentioned it's killed 70,000 Americans. And I think he said.
Now, hey, now when he said that, now the audience was saying more. They were screaming in the background, more, more, and it's your fault. I was like, what the hell going on here? He straight ignored their ass, but yeah, they were saying it's more than 70,000. I think he got that number wrong. Cause one thing he did say in that quote that was pretty crazy. Fentanyl don't kill more people than COVID has in America. Fentanyl, we got more fentanyl deaths than COVID deaths here in America. That's why I think they kind of went crazy when he said 70,000 people died of fentanyl. That's why I think they went in an uproar after he said that.
70,000, is that even 1% of the population in America?
The 70,000, that's nothing. That's why it's way more than that. Because if it's more fentanyl deaths than COVID, that means it gotta be over 1 million.
One of them articles said half. One of them articles said half. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it said half. That's damn near what, half of the people that died from COVID. But COVID man made too, right? Well,
Yes,
talk
sir.
about that.
Yes, sir. It's man made. That's was our first hit. We was talking about that earlier. Yes, that's definitely was man made. When they say anything about game function, that means it's man made. That's just a technical word for it. Game of function, that means it's man made.
You say game function.
Game of function.
Let's
When
let's break that down real quick.
okay.
Look. Game of function, right? Let's break what the fuck do that? So let's break that down. What? Game
Yeah.
of function.
That shit crazy.
This just what this just is what it is, huh?
yo,
This
yo,
this
they
the
tell
game.
us, yeah.
Whoa, bro, that's crazy, bro. Game of function. That's like saying a glitch in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like this just something that come with it. This part of This is part of this is part of it. This is what's gonna happen.
Basically, technically, think about it. Follow me. Before Trump became in office, Bill Gates did uh what you want to call it, a certain meeting. I want to call it a convention. Yeah, he did a convention saying that when Trump get in office, he will be facing a biological agent, a pandemic type shit. He said that before he was even in office. Said Trump gonna have to go through this. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. This goes along with the game of function because this particular um disease, find out this motherfucker was created in 2014 here in America. But then it was when Obama came in office, it was banned to do game of function here in America. So they sold it to China. That's how the Wuhan shit always pops up about the virus and shit. Wuhan. It was sold to China and they kept it at Wuhan. That's why that even came up. That lines up all because it's paperwork that lines all that together. Now, what they get misconfused is, did they purposely bring it out or was it an accident? So, but since they didn't let the people come up in there and check and see was it an accident or not, that made it suspicious. And the doctors that China had, they all became missing when they was trying to tell us that this is personally put out in 2019. They all end up missing. So yeah, man-made game of function. And that name was brought to us too, by the way, too. First time I heard that name was in congressional hearing. They was doing Dr. Fauci. They did a game of function congressional hearing with Dr. Fauci in 2021.
Shit, this seems like to me, if the fentanyl wasn't killing people, then they wouldn't have no problem when they being over here.
Bingo.
Like cocaine, heroin.
It's just new version of it. But this one just got now. This is the scary part. Let's link this up together, doc. Together right now. We all got the evidence. China got the precursors for them to do that. For they can put them in pill forms. What else? A video we was playing earlier. How China is starting to get into the grow business here in America. These niggas about to try to put fentanyl in weed, bro. That's what I'm because like I just played a video earlier. They are getting bunches of grow houses illegally, but they getting no. It's certain DAs trying to shut them down, but they got so many of them, and they don't. The person that owns them don't come over here. He just brings people over here. He stays in China and have them. He do it from afar, so he can't really get in trouble for this shit. These motherfuckers is about to start putting fentanyl in the weed, man. Think about it. They put the fentanyl in the pills. Walk with me, God. Walk with me.
I don't know, Joe. Cause I mean, yeah, they are putting them in the pills, but they not putting them in the pills like disguising them. They just
What?
making no
Yeah,
pills.
yeah. Well, let me rephrase this.
Well, I mean, I guess in a way they are disguising them, but they still trying to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get. Yeah.
If you getting that, you know what you getting.
Mm-hmm. But reason I said that because it's been a couple like I brought up dispensaries here. They got already shut down for it. It happened in Tulsa. They got caught having amphetamines in their cannabis. So it's not all the way out out of proportion for them to try to think no to try to do that. If they doing amphetamines in the weed or whatever, got a little bit of that nya and spread in there. You wonder why you feel that way when you smoke. Feel like you can build a house. That ain't the weed. We used to call that a firecracker back in the day. It's not a firecracker no more. You getting a full on rocket blast off.
Joe, what I come back to, man? What you talking about, dog?
Man, I'm talking about these firecrackers and rockets, man. First it was
I heard something about the
firecrackers.
weed. What you smoking crack, nigga?
Man, I'm telling you, man, they got it in the weed. They gonna put it in the weed, man. They gonna put that fifi in the weed, Stu.
Nah. Smoker, man, the first time you even touch that shit, man, you'll be like, nah, this ain't weed, my nigga.
Oh, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. What about the spray shit
yeah, I
that
know
don't?
for a
What
fact.
about the
Yeah.
spray shit that ain't got no smell?
You can't do it. You can't do it, bro. If you a real weed smoker, bro, on some real shit, man, weed don't do that to you. I've been smoking weed for over 30 years. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, for real. It's impossible for
Oh,
you to pass
so
some fake shit on me, my nigga.
so you had it before, is what you saying?
Oh, you smoked a firecracker before?
No,
So
well, of course, yeah. Shit. No, 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 no,
which
no,
one?
no, no,
Wait,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no,
Which one
no,
is
no,
it,
no,
man?
no. Because they
Hold
ain't
on.
passing that
Which
back
one?
in the
Which
day.
one is it?
They ain't
Is it
passing that
yes
back in the
or
day.
no?
They not passing that back
Yes
in the
or
day.
no?
Yeah. Actually, I have. Yeah, for sure, I have.
So explain the difference. How you know the
One
difference?
time,
How you know the
because I
difference?
smoke a lot of weed, bro.
Now I'm saying I know you. I get that part.
Because I smoke.
I get that part. Just explain it.
Because the effects, of course, of even the taste and all that kind of stuff. You smell taste a chemical, smell a chemical, anything like that. It don't smell natural. Yeah, it's not weed, bro. Like it's really that simple.
Now I ain't gonna lie now.
It's simple.
You
Now I
can't
ain't gonna
smell
lie.
that shit.
Let's go back to the
Yeah, you can.
let's go
No,
back
you
Yes,
to
you
the
can.
cannot.
let's can
Not the
we
spray
gonna
kind.
go back to illusion days when we used to play the illusions on somebody. You get a all right back when we had the popcorn, call it Curtis Jackson, basis mid. You know what I'm saying? Just mid popcorn. You know,
Right.
really no
I know.
skis, but you had a couple.
I dig. Not all the way dirty brown, but
Yeah.
it's kind of
Okay.
it's trying to get there.
All right, now boom. So a homie came with the bright idea, like you can go to this one spot and get get these drops. It's a little small container and they're blue.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah,
them
yeah, you know what
motherfucking?
I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what you
Now,
talking about.
all right, now
I
boom.
never fuck with them.
Now boom, hit it. We get that bitch, right? Went
Mm-hmm.
ran across the neighborhood that motherfuckers didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
if if us niggas that was trying out some shit can master that, what about these scientists, man? They can master some shit. You know what
No,
I'm
they ain't
So
gonna put.
so
They ain't
basically
gonna
what he's
waste the
saying.
dope, nigga. I'm telling you, man.
So
Look,
basically,
the
do you
customers
grow
ain't gonna
do you
come
grow your
back.
own weed? Do you grow your own weed?
Yes, Sure do.
And,
Sure the
and that's
fuck
all
do.
that's all you smoke is your own?
No, of course. I go over there and fuck with people I trust. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right
Yeah.
then. So so you do know this different shit got chemicals in it, right?
Well, it's possible. But I don't know if y'all going on like whenever you go out there and fuck with some stranger. Yeah. But we got cannabis clubs like a motherfucker out here, man. That'd be a bad name on your club. You dig what I'm saying?
No, no doubt, no doubt.
So that's bad business. You dig? You don't slide something to somebody that they didn't want that shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yes, sir. Hey Stu, I'm gonna try to bring. I played that video that I sent you earlier, but I just going to play this. So, but basically, long story short, they was talking about how, okay, boom, China got grow fields here in America right now, right? Marijuana grow fields. Now, boom, they already connected with the precursors to Mexico to put that yin yang in it to bring it through America, right? Boom. So I was saying, I'm not hard stamping this.
Hold
If they
on,
could,
Joe. Hold on, Joe. If China got growth fields in America, why they need the Mexicans to bring it in America?
No.
no, no, no,
What?
no, 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 no,
I
no, no,
swear
no.
on facts right now, right here in my county,
No.
they let Chinese people buy a farm
Yeah,
here owned by Mexicans, and they were growing hemp.
yeah.
It wasn't weed. It wasn't weed. It was hemp. You got to understand the difference on that right there. I'm talking about like 1,000 acres of fucking hemp. They're trying to find out a way to use hemp into the process, I guess, making rope, making clothes, making all that. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no telling what they fucking bringing around this motherfucker, bro. I agree with you, bro. Straight up,
Now,
they doing that.
yeah. Now, what I was bringing it up for the grow houses with the marijuana. That's because of our laws. We made it legal for a certain states to do that. They don't have to sneak and do that. They got to sneak and bring them precursors in though. That definitely have to be snuck in here. The precursor with the yin yang in it, that fifi, that fentanyl, that's what they sneaking in America. But the grow house, they not sneaking with that. They ain't been sneaking with that. I'm just
So
saying,
you believe? So you telling me that all these pills that's all across the world, that's all across the United States, you can go anywhere and get these kind of pills. You saying all this shit is being snuck in?
they
Oh
sneaking in.
yeah,
They
hell
snuck.
yeah.
They sneaking it in. I mean,
They
Bro,
they sneaking it in on a red carpet, nigga, on some real shit.
yeah. They ain't really
They
sneaking it
sneaking
in.
it in on a
They ain't
major
really.
level. You gotta think it's
Yeah,
already coming manufactured. So a bag that's able to be concealed can possibly have up to 5,000 individual pills in it, ready to hit the
yeah,
street.
I understand that, but 5,000 pills. Come on, bro. That's
But
not
what
even
I'm
enough.
telling you is that's just one pouch that one person can conceal. They bringing them pouches in by the pallet loads at a time.
y'all keep
and you
rocking. Y'all
can't
rocking.
and you can't catch that. I'm talking about it'll take at least 100 trucks filled to from front to back, top to bottom, to supply America, bro.
No, but they got pipelines, bro.
Yeah,
They got pipelines.
you gotta
You know what I'm saying? They
understand,
might
man.
got they might got they
It's
might
not
got a
one at a
ton of that
time.
shit going to
It's
California,
like an
a ton of that
order. It's
shit
like an
going to
order at
Texas,
Walmart.
a
Yeah, it's
ton of
like an
that shit
order at
going to
Walmart.
Miami. Every border sneaking in, you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing it like, you know what I'm saying? They got a whole network.
Okay, so I pro you from the streets, right?
Right.
From the streets, and you done ran across a lot of drug dealers in your time. How long do these niggas last
On average, about
on average?
about 15. If you last 15, 20 years with a good
Five,
run,
five
You a
years,
you
you
had
a
a good
legend.
5
run.
years.
You a legend, right?
5 years.
You had a good run.
If you
So
could
you
go
Our
mean
niggas
five
get knocked
years,
off in 10 years.
so you mean to tell me, bro, that these niggas been lasting 50 years? Now I'm what how long man, come on, bro.
it's because they got the magistration, man. They got the people and the power behind them to be able to move the stuff that they try to move.
But
You
who
gotta
you saying
understand.
that is, Freak? Who you said been lasting 50 years?
The cartel.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
They
they
got
have the
a bunch. You know how
magistration.
many expendable motherfuckers they got?
I think they just extendable ones. I think if you don't want to pay the price, we'll let the other cartel bring their shit in, and then you know you get with it or
No,
get
there's no
lost.
quitting that game. Once you get up that deep, there is no quitting the game. You're the plug. You got to get in. I'm using your signature to get this across the border. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Freeway Rick let it all the way known. You know what I'm saying? That was in the 80s. This shit is,
I'm not sure if I understand what you mean though, Freak. 'Cause, like it's these cartel niggas that get knocked off. They just plug and
yeah,
play somebody next man up.
right, right. That's what I'm saying. Freeway Rick let that all the way known. He's like, I had to deal with one homeboy and then the next one, yeah, he said that.
My thing is, Joe just played a video of the Sinaloa cartel. They talking about the Sinaloa cartel. Now we all know this nigga, uh, El Chapo snitching, right?
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Oh, he definitely working.
Oh, I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Mexican government.
So he can tell everything else, but he can't tell how they getting the shit in. What the pipelines on how to shut shit down.
Oh, I'm sure that's been told.
I'm sure if he done had to disclose that he had, but
Yeah.
he ain't, cause he not responsible for all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Hey, y'all. Great conversation, but thank y'all for coming out. Have a good night.
Bag him too, and he can't be posting all that crap. So he trying to get it off right now.
Oh, he ain't started yet, Miss Lynn. That ain't nothing.
That's what I'm saying though. He ain't gonna start it. He did that right now because he knows after he's booked in and he start talking crazy on social media about the case, judge gonna tell him to shut up or you gonna have to face some consequences. Just like the other judge did. That's why he stopped talking about the other case because they gagged him.
Ain't this kind of crazy that every time he get caught in a case, they always have to gag him? Why they just don't gag him off jump?
Because that's not the right way because people would be complaining if he didn't do nothing and then you gag him. What you gag him for? He didn't even do nothing. So no, wait for him to do it and then you give him his warning.
Man, that man gets so many warnings. I don't even think he think it's real. That's
And
why I
that's what's
really
wrong.
think he
That's
really.
what's wrong with him. You are an adult. Why you have to have so many warnings? What are you, two?
This what this actually really seemed like. He like it seemed like okay, I'm gonna play y'all game. Y'all want okay? I'll book myself. Okay, all right, I'll pay my bond. I ain't going to jail. That's watch. Whenever it's time for me to really go, you gonna see the real Donald Trump come out. Then watch. I'm telling y'all.
And I just heard somebody report that he has chosen to go the bail route and not put up all the whole $200,000 in cash. Okay.
Mm, there it is. Don't nigga- Hold on, so he getting a bail bondsman? That's
He
crazy.
going to second chance. He going to second
There
chance. Bill
it is.
Bronson too.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I
Yo,
mean,
you know what?
think
He
about it.
just,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna put down. He gonna
Hold
put down the 10%. I'm just gonna
on.
put the
Yeah,
10%
yeah.
down. Put
I
ten
ain't gonna
percent
lie.
Why
down.
use your own money?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like this nigga, man. This nigga's a gangster for real.
I,
Look at
it's,
this.
that
Look
is Trump
I wouldn't use
Gotti.
my own
That's
money either.
Trump
Fuck
Gotti
that.
right there.
But do y'all really think they got a strong case on Trump though? A strong one?
What's the definition of strong?
Like where it's irrefutable.
Hell yeah, it was irrefutable.
Uh,
That shit is irrefutable.
I don't know. I don't.
So do you think it got anything to do with? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all. I mean, I just got here late, but I'm pretty sure y'all mentioned it. The fact that Trump exposed her for, and I'm pretty sure y'all the streets may know, but they said she was messing around with Shorty who YSL quote unquote
You talking
allegedly.
about Peanut?
He
Yeah,
said
Peanut, like that was her. That was her little boo thing, low key. And
he said that he
Trump
said it
mentioned it.
after he said it after the fact. She been investigating this man since 2020. So she was doing all this before. She just waiting for him to get out of office. She's investigating him since he tried to interfere with the election. He just said this what a couple of weeks ago. So no, it
Yeah.
has no relation.
So okay, so let's build with that. So she had. So who is this lady? So this lady got the power to try to throw a president in jail for quote unquote messing up the election, and she's here in Georgia. How she got that type of reign though?
Because
I don't-
he tried to interfere in Georgia.
Oh, he tried to do it here, so she has the right to try to throw him in jail for trying to interfere with the election here.
Absolutely.
Got you.
And she gonna try because she already got a couple cases she got going on and them, and she ain't even done with those. So I mean, she putting a lot on her plate. She must love doing this, but she got a
She's
lot of
prepared.
You think she
yeah.
got a death wish?
She's
Uh,
prepared. The fact that
she
she's saying, okay, let's go in October, means she already done had it laid out. I'm sure she already got her opening statement ready. She's already got the evidence laid out with what she has to prove it. I'm sure she got her closing argument already ready to go. She
so
already
she gon'
ready.
so what she wait a minute. See, I get that part, but let's go to she got a lot of shit going on already. Like she just forgot all about Young Thug them shit, right? Or YFN Lucci shit, or whoever the 11 people that she got already under Rico.
Well, no, I don't think she's forgotten about any of it. I mean, she can walk and chew gum at the same time. I think so.
I don't. If yeah, that's where she going. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I mean, but at the end of the day, everybody gonna get a name behind all this. That's what it's all about, right? Getting a name, getting notarized. Hey, I'm the person that indicted the president. Come on in here, girl. Yeah, he ain't get locked up, but I indicted him. Come on. Yeah, you accept it. So I guess that's what's going on right now. Because at the end of the day, I don't see them going to jail. I see them, I don't see them going behind no bar and closing it. Inmate.
She a die
But that
before that
doesn't
happens.
mean she shouldn't bring the charges. If he did it and if she thinks he committed, she has evidence that he committed it. She needs to bring the charges. Whether he beats the charges, that's another thing.
No, yeah,
But they
you
need
right.
to be brought.
Yeah,
He
you
needs
right.
to
You
go
right
through the
on that.
process.
You right on that, Miss Lynn. You right. I was just saying though. You right though.
But I'm just thinking like there's so many. So y'all mean to tell me that there's no other presidents that committed crimes similar to this or even worse crimes that could have been? Why the world so after Trump like this? It's like the Trump, the only man
Listen,
I
man.
knew.
Listen,
Trump, the
listen,
only.
listen.
Okay, I know
And
I know the
after
answer
Richard
you
Nixon
get.
too.
I know the
Trump ain't the
answer.
only one.
I'm
Come
just
on,
saying it's
man.
like it's crazy how hard the world is. The America is going after the best president y'all done damn had. Trump
Yeah.
did more for the
Oh,
black
who
community
said he's
than
the
any
best
other
president?
president.
Okay,
Come on.
wait a minute
Here
now
we
though.
go
We ain't not
again.
A
we ain't
lie.
about to start at this. Everybody was cool at first. Let's keep it cool. Everybody was cool at first. Let's keep it cool. Keep it rocking though. But I gotta say something to say after you though, home.
And yeah, how is
Oh yeah,
Trump the
my bad.
only
I'm a
president that they've gone after? They impeached Bill Clinton for lying about having sex with someone in the
And
White
what was
House.
what did he have to serve any time? What happened? Did they put him in jail or his team in jail or take mug shots of anybody on his team or anything? Anything happened?
He lied to
Then robbed the
Congress. It
country.
wasn't criminal. It wasn't criminal.
It
He
wasn't
lied to
criminals.
Congress.
It wasn't criminals. He
He
got a
Spread
little
lied to
it.
hair.
Congress,
Come on now.
He
Come
get,
on now. Go,
and they
y'all
yeah, he,
rock.
impeached
Go
him.
ahead.
They
no,
impeached him.
yeah, I'm
But
not saying
people
like,
forget about them impeaching him because he was already at the end of his term. He'd already at the end of his 8-year term. So they impeached him, what, 5 days before he was supposed to get out of office? Yet they begrudge Fannie Willis for putting Trump's feet to the fire. They were petty, impeaching him when they know good and well he was already fixing to be out of office. But they did it because they wanted that stain on him as a president of being impeached. But we cry for Trump. No, he can get it too.
He can
All
get
right,
it
hold
too, but
on, hold on.
I guarantee you he'll win. He'll win again if he were to run. I know this for a fact.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but he's sweating a little right now, and that's the joy I get out of it. Just the fact that he is sweating. He can act like he ain't all he want to, but when he get home and he go to Melania, she goes to the other room because she don't want to hear it.
Ms. Lynn,
Cry.
Ms.
I
Lynn.
want to know. I
Hold
want
on,
to
hold on,
know.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
I was trying to say something, bro. I've been trying to tell you. Hold on, listen. Everybody has this notion of what has any president done for us to see that they was a good president. Like, what has they done to effectively, at the end of the day, to make it look like they was a good president? Honestly, Democrat or
Hey, I want to know when they go put Hunter Biden in jail for the crack cocaine that he possessed,
oh, so
that he
somebody
had in the
muted me
White
because I asked a
House.
question.
You for real, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh
he
That,
said.
man,
no,
come on.
I'm wrong for asking that, Stu.
Hunter Biden is already under
He's
scrutiny
already
right now.
going through
They have
shit.
Yeah,
appointed
yeah.
a special. They've appointed a special prosecutor to look into everything Hunter Biden. So he's going through the process too. So
I'm saying where you was at. We already everybody can get it, but we already done did something on him. All we
My
on what they
bad,
talking
my
about
bad,
right now.
my bad.
Yeah. We on what they talking about right now.
But do y'all okay? So man. So y'all Trump haters too? Are y'all
No.
like
Hold
why
on,
you
hold on,
gotta
Nah,
hold
it
hate?
on,
no
Why
no
you
no
gotta
hold
no
on,
hate
no
on
no.
somebody
Why you
to?
gotta be a
hold on,
hater?
please.
Yeah, why
Hold
you
on.
gotta be a hater?
Hold on, Miss Lynn. Hold on. We got Rumble on, and I just want to run back what Donald Trump had said a couple minutes ago on his social media.
saying here that he just posted on Truth Social. Why is there so much murder in Atlanta? Why is there so much violent crime? People are afraid to go outside to buy a loaf of bread. One big reason is that failed district attorney Fani Willis, who is campaigning and fundraising off Get Trump, much like the others, doesn't have the time, money, or interest to go after the real criminals, even the really violent ones that are destroying Atlanta and its once beautiful culture and way of life. This is yet another sad day in America. So hearing from him on Truth Social as he's en route to Fulton County, where he will surrender there. Let's bring you the very latest here from Fox's Rebecca Castor. She's there in Fulton County with more. Security is tight in Georgia as former President Donald Trump turns himself in at the Fulton County Jail. With Secret Service in tow, Donald Trump is surrendering to authorities in Georgia. He's agreed to pay a $200,000 bond for 13 felony counts in connection with his actions to overturn the 2020 election results. The actual arraignment will be in early September, where there will be cameras in the courtroom. Just hours before his appearance, Trump replaced his lead attorney with Atlanta-based criminal defense lawyer Stephen Sadow. In a statement, Sadow argued the case is political, saying, quote, prosecutions intended to advance or serve the ambitions and careers of political opponents of the president have no place in our justice system. This as House Judiciary Republicans launch a probe into Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to determine whether she used federal dollars in her investigation. The committee writing in a letter, quote, it is noteworthy that just 4 days before this indictment, you launched a new campaign fundraising website that highlighted your investigation into President Trump. Despite his legal troubles, Trump's supporters are standing by him. Dozens rallied outside the Fulton County Jail behind barricades and in front of sheriff's deputies. It doesn't matter if we have to vote for him while he's sitting in a jail cell. We will support President Donald Trump. As for when a trial could begin...
So what y'all think about that?
Doesn't matter whether he's gonna be in jail cell, she's still gonna vote for him.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I love to go past this, but I'm staying directly on this. They let you know what's going on. He still got his core supporters, no matter what, and as well, I understand they know that he just going through the motion. He gonna go up there and then come right back out. So I don't even. What if somebody else wants to speak?
What y'all think about his tactics about the city of Atlanta being so bad you can't even get a loaf of bread?
You know that's cat.
Yet again, it just
The
shows what
cap.
a pathological liar he is. That's all.
That's called show business.
That's called deflection, Stu.
Yeah,
Let
it's
me
called
deflect.
exactly.
Uh,
Look
let me
over
let me
here.
deflect this. Yeah, look
Yeah,
over
look
here.
over here while I do this over here.
What y'all think about Fannie Williams with her campaign fundraising? I ain't hear about that shit.
Now that's wild itself. Hey,
Shit.
help me,
It's
help
cool.
me.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, hey,
yeah, it's
listen.
cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it. Ah,
But hey, Stu. But
On
listen,
the
I gotta
same
strike.
shit he doing.
Listen, I gotta strike while the iron's hot. So
Yes,
my name, my name is
sir.
hot in these streets. I'm trying to sell records, my man. my,
Damn.
my name is hot in these streets.
Coming off of the Young Thug now on the Trump. Oh man.
t-shirts on the way, printing hot off the presses.
Hey, Donald Trump not gonna lawyer. I read something like that. Yo, she quite got merch dropping tonight, Jack.
Yeah, this some. I mean, outside looking in, this is exactly what's supposed to be going on. But if you on the inside, what the fuck is really going on?
Man, I see this shit as entertainment, Joe. This shit is pure entertainment right here.
Yeah, outside looking in. This is a fucking show. I told y'all. I told you what I say. I said this is the TV show of the government we do know and the government we don't know. This is the This is a standard. We gonna keep seeing some crazy shit or whatever. So we
We
here
ain't
for
Joe,
it,
saying
hey
nothing but
Joe, do you rock with Joe Biden?
huh?
no,
You like Joe
Sleepy?
Biden, Joe?
Do I like sleepy?
Yeah.
no.
Mm, not really.
Not
Why? What's
really?
Don't act like you had to think about
You
it.
don't like him,
Like
goddamn
I
Joe.
said,
Tell it like it is. You know you don't like him.
I
He
never
said,
liked that motherfucker.
like
Fuck.
he had to
I
think
never liked
about
that
it.
nigga. I'm being political
But
correct.
see, it's crazy. You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy though, Joe? The world really likes to paint Trump as some racist person, right? But then you got Joe Biden, literally, he the one changed the whole laws and the reason why us black men get locked up the way we do because of his
Wrong.
with the
On
when
Bill
he the
Clinton
one
also.
under
Come
Wrong.
his
on.
under hey can I land? Y'all might be right. Y'all might be right, but just let me land my plane real
the
quick.
brother land.
Thank you. So under his administration, I remember he was I think his state senate, and he came out with the 3-strike rule. He came out with the 5 years per crack rock. Like he was on camera, like going in about. He changed the whole trajectory of the way they prosecute drug offenses. Definitely when it comes to crack cocaine, his whole campaign was locking niggas up. He loved it. So I don't understand like how they try to come at Trump the way the world try to. They don't point that out about Joe.
Okay, this
Hey,
this
You're
the
hey, my
you're
brother.
you're
conception of what's going
embellishing a
on.
little
I'm gonna
bit.
break it
Go
down
read
to
that.
you.
Go read that bill and go look at the signatures on it.
I'm gonna break it down to you on.
Break it down,
You
Joe.
have one that's loud about they shit, and you got one that's not loud. Okay, Trump is crazy and blunt. Don't get me wrong, he a gangster. Don't get me wrong, he just too blunt with his shit. Sleepy Joe, he gonna throw the rock and hide his hand or whatever. Sleepy is a very well trained politician, which means I'm gonna say what I need to say when I gotta say it. At the end of the day, these are politicians. I never met an honest politician. I never heard an honest politician. I heard of good politicians and bad politicians. I never heard of honest politicians.
Talk that shit, Joe.
So
That's
that's
what I'm
what
talking
that's
about.
what I
Talk
get.
to him.
That's what I get behind this or whatever. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm pro Trump and anti Biden. It's some shit I don't like about Trump. Trump know what the fuck he doing, and Trump want to play like he don't know what he doing. At the end of the day, uh, what they want to call them, what's them people called, Proud Boys and all them people, that group of people. Don't get me wrong, you can say yeah, Trump don't really fuck with them, but they fuck with Trump though. You get what I'm saying? He uses that for his ammunition. At the end of the day, he's narcissistic. But don't get it twisted. We all are in certain type of ways because that is America.
Hey, D Miller, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the group. But if you did research on that bill, you would see some of your black leaders forced that bill, such as Al Sharpton, Reverend Jesse Jackson. All they forced that bill because people was
Everybody
getting
was
killed.
down with it.
Yeah, they were getting killed in the city at alarming rate. Drugs taking over, and the black churches, they went for the bill. They all went for the bill. So you can't just blame it on Sleepy Joe. Yeah, he might have came up with it, but it was pressure on him to get in. He wanted to get in office, so they say, "Yo, you scratch our back, you scratch yours."
All right,
Systematic.
I'm trying to be political right now, but y'all trying to throw too many good things about sleeping. I'm a snap over here. Now I was playing. I was playing. I was playing. It's
What you
playing.
Not
about to
good
say,
things.
Joe?
He was just putting in into context. That's all. It wasn't necessarily throwing good things in. He was just trying to say the full facts of what happened
No,
instead of
no,
leaving out playing
I'm being
clips.
good. I'm being good. I'm being good.
So I got a question though. Speaking of research, so if you want, I don't know how this is a political room, so y'all got it. So we got to talk politics, right? I'm pretty sure some of y'all in this room are either Republican or Democrat. I mean, in my very early
research and development, I came across the election massacre of 1874, and then I found out on the back end that most African, quote unquote, African Americans were Republican. That was what we stood for: free enterprise, free business. That's why we thrive so much. But then the massacres of there was a huge day where a bunch of white dudes came in on the Democratic side and started slaughtering a bunch of black men that were Republicans. Um, I don't know if y'all know about that, the 1874 voters massacre, where all these white dudes came in that were on the Democratic side, slaughtering our black men, unarmed black men that were Republican. So for the longest history, for the longest time, we always stood for the Republican, free enterprise, free business. But then they tricked us into believing that we needed welfare and keep the black man out the house, give you our money, take our money, live in these subdivisions. You can't go to this school. Y'all stay over here. Burn down Black Wall Street, take our businesses, burn them down, lock the black man up. And it was a whole political system, and it worked beautifully. But now they got us. Now they got black people believing that the Democratic Party is truly for us. When no, on the Democratic side, they passed more abortion bills, more all this other pro-choice abortion, kill these babies, and guess what? They mostly in the black. They targeting the black community. So it's just it's a big game from the beginning. Even though both sides are both sides, but I still believe that I land with. I know that the black powers that be, we were all Republican at one point.
No, man, I get what you're saying. I'm rocking with your termination of that, and we don't stepped on that a couple times about that. Trust me, we don't stepped on that conversation a couple times in this room about blacks was Republicans at first. Also, there was if I'm not mistaken, there was another party as well. They was called uh, but I can't remember at the moment. Right, I don't got it in front of me now. But I mean, technically, you right, but at the end of the day, we still get caught up in this Democrat and Republican gumbo mix, and at the end of the day, it's design chaos. When you got design chaos going on, as long as it's still going on, no matter how much you find out, you will still be inside that circle of organized chaos. Even if you know all the information, you still gonna be within that circle. Because if you just think this government is just ran off Democrats and Republicans, we already don't lost the game. We already don't lost the game. If we think the president really run shit in America when they sworn in, we already don't lost the game. If we really don't know that it's 32 levels above the president that has more power than him, we already don't lost the game. We when we do Democrats versus Republican, that is a show for us, the people, because we are the public. The public is the show. Turn it around. We give them ratings. That's money for the TV programming, television channel show, whatever the people that owns that, whatever. That's just money getting transferred. It's just you watching like a soap opera, or like I like to watch wrestling or watch a basketball game. That's what's going on when it's Democrats versus Republicans. When this TV show is turned off and they go behind closed doors and us, the public, the people, are not watching them, the so-called quote unquote Democrats and Republicans, they don't go by Democrat and Republic. They go by their first fucking name. They call each other by their first fucking name behind closed doors. And guess what? They know each other kids. Their kids go to the same schools. They eat at the same restaurants. They go vacation at the same areas. But guess what? They'll make sure it don't be nothing to show them around each other. Because like it's a show. In public, they gotta act like they into it. Behind closed doors, they buddy
Friends,
buddy. That's how it
one of a
goes. That's how
kind.
it anything that dealing with a show that's that magnitude, it is correlated. It is correlated. Just like how sports is correlated some way or another. because it's on the.
That's the same for prosecutors and defense attorneys and judges. They all sit in the I ain't mean to cut you off, but them what's them shits called where they play golf at the clubhouse,
Yeah, yeah,
country
the country
club.
club. Yeah, country club. But guess what though? If they in a secluded country club that don't allow any cell phones or no camera crew to be there, how can you know what's? How can you know? They do have places like that for these people. It's no technology coming in that area, for it won't be no proof to show that they hang with each other. You got to keep this show running. This like a 24/7 circus that never goes off. It never stopped running. This is a marathon that keeps going and going and going. And it goes back to the surface. Democrats versus Republicans. I'm gonna tell you how twisted we are. They had us so confused. Let's go back before we was even born. The Civil War, North versus South. They had people actually believing the North was fighting for the independence of slaves. Do you hear me? They had the North thinking they was fighting for the independence of
Yo,
slaves.
Joe, Trump
What
just landed. Read the chat.
was up?
They done landed at the plane right now.
They showing this shit live.
Check your back channel too, Joe.
Bro, I ain't even know Hartsfield had a goddamn private section.
All right, I got some news. Find 11,000 plus votes so that Trump could win. When that tape was revealed, and that was a part of the Washington Post reporting, Fani Willis, that was sort of a red flag for her. So she looked into it, started to look into it. There were some other indications that something wasn't quite right in Georgia, and she asked for a special purpose grand jury. So that grand jury met. They did the witness interviews. It was a revolving door for several months of witnesses who could testify to that grand jury that Trump and others tried to persuade individuals in Georgia so that they could win the election for Trump. After that special grand jury was dissolved, then it went over to a grand jury this summer, all that, the report and all of their evidence, for them to decide if an indictment should be brought. And as you mentioned, of course, it's Trump. It's also co-defendants who Fani Willis and the grand jury felt are involved in potential illegalities. So this is, out of all the cases that we've covered since April of Trump going through this process, being booked at different jurisdictions, this one stems from the election interference that Fani Willis is alleging that he and others took part in.
We're seeing Trump's airplane arrive there in Atlanta at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. James, Trump has decided when he turns himself in. To some degree, there was a deadline.
So he is beating the deadline by a day. He had to surrender. He, through his lawyers, now former lawyer, negotiated this $200,000 bond. There's been some reporting in the last hour that he put up $20,000 of his own money and secured a bond through a bail bondsman. So, you know, the court has made a big deal about how he's being treated like any other criminal defendant, except obviously this is unprecedented. And he is going to have to go through the same process of a retina scan and fingerprinting as anyone else who would be charged with a crime in Fulton County, which is the largest county in Georgia. It's home, obviously, to Atlanta.
James, quick follow-up for you on that, though. Trump is trying to fundraise off of this. I mean, he is choosing to turn himself in essentially in prime time here. He knows the cameras are watching, so he's using this moment as best he can.
Yeah, and, you know, we're going to talk about the debate more, but he's doing this 24 hours after the first Republican debate, which he skipped. He could have been on stage. The former president believes that these trials work to his political advantage, at least in the primaries, because he believes that his supporters see this as persecution by a liberal prosecutor.
All right, we're gonna stop right here. What y'all think?
I think it's very good to highlight that not one, but two grand juries also agree with Fonnie Willis that something ain't right here. This looks like crime. Two grand juries decided that. So, fact that people are acting like it's just her.
Let's be open-minded. The grand jury only hear one side of the situation. They don't get a chance. The defense doesn't get a chance to present an argument.
That's what the trial is for. That's what all grand juries do. She
Yeah, so
presents
you
her
can get anybody indicted on a grand jury. That's not rocket
not if
science.
the evidence isn't there. All grand juries don't come back with a yeah, go to trial. All grand juries do not go forward with the trial. All grand juries do not
What
choose
grand
to indict.
what what big case have you ever heard the grand jury choose to not indict?
I mean, I don't follow it like that, but I do know
Exactly,
if they
because it's
come
only
back and
one side of
say
the
we're not
situation.
we don't find any that this case should be indicted, then the case doesn't get indicted.
Remember, not just Trump, but just in general. Remember, they only get one side, and the evidence isn't even validated. Some of
So are
that
you
evidence that's
saying
even presented. Hold on one second. Some of that evidence that's even presented to get the indictment don't even hold up during the trial because
so are
none of
you
that gets validated. It's just a one-side situation when you go to the grand jury.
are you saying that no grand jury has ever came back and chose not to indict somebody?
Not on big cases. Not on big cases. They're gonna always make it go forward. And that's why you could go back multiple times, because you want that case to go forward. You need it to go forward. You come back with new evidence, add additional BS, blah blah blah, because it's only one sided again. So when you get to actual
But
trial or
in
even
a
pre-trial, then now you can go through the litigation of what's going to be considered, what's going to be thrown out, blah blah blah.
you're a shitty lawyer if this is a big case and you can't get get this pushed through the grand jury. I'll just go to say that because the grand jury, like you said, it's all one sided. That's where the prosecution's landed on thick or whatever the case may be. They've spoken with people that speak at the grand jury, laid it on thick, like I just said, and it's just if you can't if this is a high profile case and you can't get the grand jury to what you call to indict, man, you might as well find a new career.
Yeah, I don't think most people ever really care about the grand jury indictment part. Normally, when it comes to the grand jury, most of the times it's because they don't have enough, like they don't have a witness, a testifying witness, and certain things like that to to do a direct arrest. So they have to go through the grand jury, and then on top of that, in his situation, probably because he's a big political figure, former president, then they're gonna take proper precautions by going to the grand jury first.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's kind of like they throwing the line out there to see, what I'm saying, what they can make stick in
Now, if
regards
the
to.
facts are correct that we've been hearing so far, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that he's guilty. You get what I'm saying? But going through the grand jury means nothing for me in a case like this. We need to wait. I mean, in any case, grand jury, I don't even really care about.
Well, damn, we gonna see what gonna happen, y'all.
This a hell of a Scandal mini series. I don't know if you did y'all watch Scandal when it was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to watch that shit, but she started getting in bed with too many people. And I got tired of looking at that shit. And then Huck, was his name Huck? He wasn't killing as much, so I was like, to hell with it.
Nah, that's real though. But
Joe, what you think about him waiting to 7:30 to everybody home to watch him do this shit? That's nasty work.
I keep
Yeah,
telling
prime time.
He the
Yeah.
Ah,
only one that
man.
could do that.
that's Gotti Trump right there, man. Like,
God.
no,
Traffic in Atlanta is crazy though.
that's no. He told him when he was coming. He told
Yeah,
them
he
when
wanted the
and
courtroom to
it's
be clear, I
We
think.
know what's up, but traffic is still crazy.
and it
What
was prime time.
what he say? Stand down and stand by or some shit like that. What was his little line he said around for the
The
January
Proud
6th shit?
Boys.
Yeah, what was it? Stand back and stand down or some shit like that.
Nah, I forgot what his crazy ass.
Stand
He
back
said
and
low
stand
key.
by.
Nah, that low key, that shit, it's funny, but it's just like you motherfucker. But he do some shit that's like the audacity.
Nah, he really dead ass. We talked about this yesterday, but bring it up again. It's theory Thursday. Nobody safe, man. He really thought he was running shit when he was the president. He really thought he ran shit. In his
Mr.
mind,
Untouchable.
he really thought he ran shit. He didn't care about no Senate, Congress, none of that. I'm the president. He really thought that. I don't know who told him that before he ran for office that you really don't have that much power, Mr. Trump. Fuck you mean? I'm the
Trump,
president.
Trump, Trump from one of them like Iraq type countries for real. One of them dictator type countries for real. He
Yeah,
not real.
yeah.
He not really who he is because he would be perfect over there because that's the type of shit that they be on. This is what I said and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's probably why shit. How many wives he done had? 3.
Man, look here. It was time. We knew they were gonna get him out of there when this nigga started tweeting late at night. No, it's time for this nigga get up out of here. He tweeting late at night. He ain't even asking
Y'all
nobody.
niggas is crazy. The
He ain't.
greatest show on earth right here.
Well, breaking news, breaking news.
Shut up, Ringfield.
Especially for my man Joe. This is for my man Joe.
Kareem, you just
It's
waking up.
a rumor that Brian Wyatt died, Joe.
Nah, the room
Yeah,
already confirmed it. You late.
yeah. They text me, man. Bray Wyatt. What now?
Yeah.
Is it Bray Wyatt or Barry Windham that passed away?
Bray. Bray
Okay,
White.
Right.
Bray
Barry
White.
Windham, the
Bray
wrestler.
Bray Wyatt. Okay, fun fact.
The wrestler?
Fentanyl.
Yeah, the wrestler, the fiend.
Fentanyl.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, but he was
Yep.
having mental issues going on for the last couple months. That's why he wasn't even on there. But
I
fun fact,
don't I don't know
Bray
who Bray
Wyatt,
is.
Barry Windham, that's his son. Fun
Oh,
fact.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, that's his son.
he's the son of Barry Windham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
No, that's his brother. It's no
Trump
son. What's
just
going on,
exited the
Joe? About to tell me
plane.
you fucked up.
Wait a minute, that's his brother? I thought that was his. Wait a minute. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
brother.
That ain't his brother. You play too much, Kareem.
Man, nah, man, that's gotta be good. Barry Windham old. That's from
Yeah,
when I
Barry
was
Windham
young.
O's.
Let's
Yeah, you
get
got
back
me
on
tripping.
topic, fellas.
With the cheese, man.
We
Springfield did
we
about.
live. We live. Get back on topic.
Man, Springfield bad. Springfield cheese.
All right. I'm gonna play something else.
It was dismissed, and the kind of smash mouth rhetoric that Trump expects from his attorneys.
We, of course, saw Donald Trump getting off the plane, heading in to a vehicle to head, as he has told us, to Fulton County Jail, because he has said himself that he plans to turn himself in tonight. The word that he's using, James, is arrest, because he feels like it has that punch, and I think, it's that use of a word that he hopes will electrify his base and supporters. He is surrendering. He will be booked, as we've talked about. Rhonda, let's talk about the timeline and what we know, because we did see DA Fani Willis propose an October start date to this really big, meaty case that involves more than a dozen defendants. Talk to us about the timeline.
Yeah, that's right. She wants to start this trial in the last week in October, late October. And that was news that just came out. Of course, Trump's team is likely they want to fight that. They have also voiced in some of the other cases, the January 6th probe, the federal case, some of the other ones that we've been talking about, that they want to see it, these trials start as late as 2026. They want to see if they can kind of move the ball, let him campaign, and possibly win the presidency before any of this starts. But none of the prosecutors involved in any of these cases, including Fani Willis, want to prolong any of this. So she wants to start this in late October. The real question is that feasible? Because we're right now in August, late August, for a case this size and this magnitude. And of course, you also have the other co-defendants as well, their legal teams, the motions that they may file, to have that all wrapped up in about a month and a half, that's a pretty tall order, possibly. But of course, you might even have some of these other co-defendants asked to have a speedy trial, and she will have to honor that as well. So because there are other defendants in this case beyond Trump, that also may complicate some things, and we'll just have to see. But that is the date that she's looking at, October 23rd, to see if they can start that trial. You also have to think about the jury. The jury pool in Atlanta is something, of course, the Trump team is concerned about. They don't think they're going to get a fair shake there. They've also expressed that concern in some of the other cases, like the one that would be a federal court case in D.C.
What do we think about that?
He says too many black folks gonna be that's against me. It's too many black
That's a
folks.
true statement.
That's a
these
that's a
these
bird
ain't the
crime.
black folks that like me.
Yeah. That's a bird. Guy right there's a bird crime. Say, yo, can you move this shit to the White County, please?
That is
Anything
crazy.
outside of Atlanta or Macon, please.
Atlanta is not where he want to be at, bro. You know that.
Or Macon. He want to be up in the
Atlanta loves
mountains.
Trump. Atlanta loves Trump.
Yeah, that's
He gonna
cat,
have to
Jack.
do. He gonna have to
That
reach
is
out to.
cat.
He gonna have to reach out to the wealthy black people that's in Atlanta and be trying to rub up, try to hit, like, hey, I lower your taxes. No,
After
damn.
he just talked bad about the city, now you gonna ask
No,
for a
right?
favor?
I know, right? Hey, it's over for. Hey, damn.
Timing. He was just talking shit about Atlanta. Now he gotta go over there. He just, damn, this nigga.
Hey, if they find, you know what? I know how they can do this. It's a couple Boulay members in Atlanta. Don't act like they ain't. You hear where I'm going with this, Stu?
Say that again, my brother.
I said I bet it's some Boulay in Atlanta.
He better
Oh yeah, big old boule.
he better call it 10th richest nigga out there.
No, you gonna need a ninth, eighth, seven, and a six, maybe the five. He gonna need them to come together like Voltron. I don't know that's gonna work though. Do y'all think that'll work?
Better go to the mountains. Better go to Cartersville somewhere.
We'll find out how much they like them there. Cause guess what?
This is unbelievable.
Guess what? Guess what, y'all? They said it's gonna be televised. How about that? First time ever a president being tried like this, and you're gonna be able to see it as well. That dang it, only in America.
Reality TV show at its finest.
Hollywood shut down, so they're making a show out of this. You know what's going on.
Only in America. Now, what you was about to say, Kareem?
It's a reality TV show. Tune in for the ratings.
Man, what you mean? These are good ratings. Shh. Yeah,
Everybody
you got
over there on Rumble, hit that like button. Thank you.
they- yes, sir.
I already done went over there, hit the like. Oh, everybody. Rumble.
He gonna get all of y'all next year when he get reelected. What I tell you, here come the fame.
Wow.
This at the end of the day though, I'm being a little lighthearted about it, but this is unprecedented. Certain people probably be very outraged right now just because of the matter of this going on. It's gonna be some people on the far right saying this is highly illegal, and people on the far left be like, "Let him burn. He should have been in there fast." You know how this stuff going. But let's
Well,
get
his actions are unprecedented. So let's
yeah,
meet unprecedented with unprecedented.
yeah. Let's
Donald Trump just got Young Thug off. Watch this.
what happened?
Donald Trump just got Young Thug off. They both walking.
Hey, what y'all think about blacks for Trump trending on Twitter?
Lord.
Niggas for Trump bullshit.
Hey, Kadar, you seen that? I meant to. I was gonna post that in here. I forget where I saw that shit. The dude had the niggas for Trump shirt on.
That was Georgia.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where it was, but
Yeah, that
yeah,
shit official too. Word up. Niggas for Trump.
man, just say you're a Republican, Kareem. You ain't independent. Stop the cap.
Put his shirt up there. I mean, for those that said that,
Go,
I ain't gonna.
go ahead and come on out the political closet, bro.
I'm
You
watching
Republican.
the show like y'all.
You
I'm
ain't
about to
You
watch the
missed
Eagles in
early,
a minute.
Kareem.
you ain't
He
no
used to cook with a
independent.
MAGA fucking
You
a
got
MAGA
you
hat
got the
on.
Trump yard stick in your front yard. You got the
You should be
MAGA
watching the
bumper.
show like everybody
Yeah,
else. The greatest
You
show
he
on
had
got
the
earth.
Trump apron.
you
He
got
be
the
burnt.
MAGA bumper sticker on your car.
All right, so is he walking? Is he walking in the precinct now, or what's going on?
He's still riding.
Driving, still driving.
He ain't said 7:30.
I just want to see his mug shot. He gonna get a mug shot.
That's a long
They
drive,
said
Joe, from the
yes.
airport to the station.
They say what, Kadar?
They say yes. He gonna get a mugshot.
It's gonna be
Don't
so
take
much
that
money.
long, Stu. Ain't no traffic out there. Boy, I know niggas
Yeah,
in the
he about
A
to
is
create some
hot.
traffic.
He got 85 shut down, bro.
Yeah,
They
shit, all the way
hot.
down, going north.
Ooh,
75, 85 north is done.
I bet people like, wait a minute, I thought he wanted the president.
I'm glad I had to go to the city
Yo,
today.
I know 285 fucked up. Woo.
All
So
that shit
when
fucked up.
so when
Yo,
his mug shot hits, what's the caption of them T-shirts gonna be? What that's the what's amusing to me. How they gonna
That's what we
caption
need
it?
to figure out which one we gonna put out.
I got one. But I don't know would it be long enough. Oops, did it again.
Nah, it's got to. I would think it's got to be something catchy and funny.
I'm just saying, oops, did it again. This ain't his. This is
it's
like his
simple. It's
third.
Keep
simple. No, it's
keep.
simple. Simple, dog. The mugshot, thug life up under it. Simple.
Thug life.
Okay, okay.
Simple.
Put a
Yeah,
blunt in
but
his mouth.
nah, I ain't
Oh,
doing that. Just the mugshot with the Tupac thug life shit gonna across it, like boom, at the bottom of it. Thug life. Simple.
I can see that.
That, you know what I'm saying? Simple.
So no, you know how they be like free X, Y, and Z. It be boy. So like keep Trump instead of free him.
Wait a minute, we ain't putting Thug Life on a Trump t-shirt. I just thought about what the fuck you were just saying. Wait a goddamn minute. We ain't doing that. We gonna stop that right doggone
Oh,
knock
look
on
at
wood.
you! You
If any of y'all
sound.
motherfuckers do that,
Oh, you Trump supporter, Joe.
what?
I said,
No.
you
Uh-oh.
We what?
what's that? Yeah,
What?
you a Trump supporter, Joe. You not
What
happy with the
what is a Trump supporter? What is that?
you not happy with the thug life under his mugshot. So I'm asking if you a
No, I
supporter.
said I don't like it, but it would be nice to
Uh,
make money off of. But I don't like Thug Life being established with Trump though. Thug Life is
why
totally something different.
Trump not a thug?
No, Thug Life is something totally different. Now, if he puts like something else,
Nah,
that be
he throws that thug word around, and you know what I'm saying. How he be throwing it around, fuckers don't be thugs for real. So
no,
it's only right. It's only right.
no. Thug Life is a whole meaning behind it. I just thought about it. At first, it
You
sounded cool, and I had to think about. Wait a minute, no, 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 no.
nah,
We don't want to put
you
Thug Life and put that together with that. No, no.
Go ahead and put him on a
you
t-shirt. It's free
you getting
promotion.
you getting serious. Free promotion for what, Kareem? Here you go. Free promotion for what?
For his re-election campaign.
Hey, Springfield
That you gonna be front and center for.
Springfield stood up putting Thug Life, put thugging on that bitch. Just in parentheses, thugging.
Kareem got the petitions doctored up.
Or you
Free
could like,
Donald Trump. Free Donald Trump. Free Donald
or
Trump.
you could put can't bend the con man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit you can put
They
up
about to
there. You
start
can
digging
put.
into fanny shit. Watch this.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get this back right. Let's get this back right.
Hey, they taking that boy down Ashby. They is tripping.
Oh, they taking back roads? That's what you saying?
Yeah, if it take that nigga through the bluff, it's the main street, but I wasn't expecting him to go down through the damn bluff. They been take this nigga through the bluff.
They want to show the projects for real, huh?
Man, he like, man,
Right.
ride me through the
This is a
trap.
reality TV
you
show.
you
You don't get
said
no
He
the
realer
said,
than
ride
this.
me through the hood.
Curtis Snow spot, was that his name? I seen that joint on
Yep.
Netflix.
The snow on the
That
bluff. Now Trump going through there like, go through here. I heard that Rollo come through here.
Nah, hell no, that's Felly Willis. That niggas know. Nigga, we taking down the president. You niggas fuck around if you want it. We you
Crazy
fuck
thing,
hey
around if
that
you.
crazy thing about it. Another fun fact.
that snow on the bluff shit was some wild shit. They still got that on Netflix or no? They took it
No,
off.
you might see it on Tubi, but that's another story. But anyway, fun fact. Fun fact. Did you know Rollo try to get his attention plenty of times for to see if he can get him pardoned or whatever. So that's kind of crazy that you saying he going through the bluff right now. That's kind of crazy. Just anyway, but let's follow the.
I thought Rollo about to come on.
Yeah, he about to come on anyway, so he ain't need it. So you know, man. But let's follow. I'm following y'all
So
because I'm not watching it.
so hold on. So did Rollo snitch? I was hearing,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
you
whoa!
know,
I
Whoa,
don't know
It's
nothing,
a
whoa,
lie.
whoa.
nothing about that. I don't know nothing
That
about
was cat.
okay,
that.
okay. I
Ah.
mean, I don't know. I seen a little chatter about it on social media, and I ain't follow it too much. So okay, we can keep it pushing.
How long he got left before he get there to the ATLians in here?
He's late already. It's 7:32.
Don't worry, he on WP time. Don't worry about that.
This is historic right here. You're watching history in the making. Donald Trump gets reelected for president right here.
He on WP time. He about 30 minutes late.
And Atlanta's already 7:31 right now. He's late.
Mind me one of these days. I'm gonna bring that one scene up. This is exactly what this reminded me of about with Trump. I am not kidding y'all. But he might just be cruising before he go.
In the line of raw before he go in, you heard? Joe Biden is next.
Nah, not him. He ain't next. Today is Trump Day. He wanted the
And the
line.
motorcade has arrived. It is pulling into the front of the jail.
I'm watching it live.
All right, Miss Lynn, get us the play-by-play, Miss Lynn.
Oh, just a bunch of why so many cars? Why so many? That's what I want to know.
It's in the cars.
So many of them. Why? He's enjoying this though. You know he's loving
Like they
this.
make it so obvious. All you gotta do is put them in a bomb-proof car. Once they leave the
I
airport,
mean, he got like one, two. It's
yeah,
probably
nobody gonna
about
know who the fuck the
40
president is.
freaking, no, let me say about
Yeah, so what?
20 cops on motorcycles in front of him. And then there's his car, and there's probably about 3 or 4 behind him. It's like, why?
Like the
Yeah.
president showing up.
And they have an ambulance there ready for what?
All
In
right,
case
Miss Lynn,
somebody
I'm
try
gonna
to off him?
play the news, Miss Lynn.
Hmm?
I'm gonna go ahead and play the news.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Here, and typically the protesters are on sort of one side so we can cover them, and the media is relegated to another side that's more secure. But we are seeing and hearing some pro-Trump supporters chanting a little bit earlier. There's people with Trump 2024 flags, MAGA flags, and all of the crowd here sort of just waiting to see. Who was that walked by? Okay, yeah, this is he is in the Jefferson entrance. Okay, so it appears that he actually came through the other entrance, not this one that's here on Rice Street. This is really the entrance that has all of the Trump supporters and the main members of the press that have lined up here, and some even, what looks like pedestrian traffic just waiting to get a peek, but it appears that he has arrived through the other side. Yeah, Joyce, we have this bird's eye view of it, watching the motorcade arrive. And so we will see how Donald Trump chooses to handle those supporters, those demonstrators who are there to try to catch a glimpse of him or show the media their footprint, their presence. James, I want to bring you in on this as we watch this unfold. Talk to us about Fulton County Jail.
Yeah, I mean, Libby, you can see it really is a jail. The big, tall building without windows that the motorcade just went by is where lots of people have been locked up for crimes big and small as they await trial and are not out on bond. I don't think we have seen a police presence this large, including in Manhattan, for any of the previous surrenders. And also, anyone who knows metropolitan Atlanta knows that the airport is, a ways outside of town, and that Atlanta has some of the worst gridlock rush hour traffic in America. And that motorcade moves swiftly. Unlike even in New York, all the roads were closed and cleared, and in DC for the trip a few weeks ago. That this was a.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there.
Yeah, they shut down Atlanta for Trump, man. Come
Was
on.
Hey, that's
smart
how I
going
want to
to the
get
other
locked up.
entrance, right? That's
That's
smart.
how I
They
want
Yeah,
to
went to
they
get
the
hit the
other
locked up.
back
entrance.
door on them.
Nigga,
That's how I want to get locked up.
Supporters was in the front. They went to the back.
you get locked up,
That's
they
the
shut
only
the
way you
whole
can
line
go in
down,
there.
man. Come on now, man. That's like president shit.
He is an ex-president. Y'all keep on forgetting
Oh,
that.
oh, yeah, I keep forgetting it.
Keep that title forever. You know that, Joe. Once a
He
president, you're
forever
always the
has a
president.
motorcade. He forever travel with a medical staff
Nah,
everywhere he go for the rest of his life.
I was playing with y'all, but I'm just saying, but for real though, that dude, that this is a TV show, y'all. Sit back and watch. Salute CMB, man. Shout out CMB. Yes, sir. Thursday, man. Theory
I
Thursday.
I just want the mugshot. That's all I want.
You
And
gonna
an
get it.
ankle monitor if possible, but I'm not pushing the ankle monitor part.
Joe, this ain't no conspiracy, man. That nigga getting locked up.
The fact.
Oh man,
Oh
no,
man,
it ain't no
On Conspiracy
conspiracy. I'm just saying,
Thursday, too, Joe.
yeah, theory. Yeah,
Theory
it's
Thursday,
gonna
you
keep
can't get
going
no
too.
better
I'm
theory
trying to.
than this, boy.
What's gonna happen as soon as he get out? He gonna do it.
And he's a germaphobe. Ha ha! He gotta walk through there. I bet he's like, ugh. He gotta get his fingerprints put on there. He gotta wipe that black ink off his hands.
they're throwing up.
They use lotion now. They don't
He
use
gotta
ink.
wait now. Oh, my bad, Joe.
They don't use black ink no more.
What do they use?
Lotion.
So how long he gonna be in like until the trial come up?
Oh no. He'll be
Right
out in
out.
probably he'll probably be out in about 30 minutes.
We're
Already
gonna stay in
posted.
there.
Fulton County, that's what Thug have his case, ain't it?
Yep.
Ain't that a bitch? Damn. Well,
Find out it's levels to this shit.
how Trump get a bond, oh, but Jeffrey can't get one.
He got 91 charges. That's crazy. With a Rico, that is crazy.
He got 91 charges. That's crazy.
That is.
Damn, a president got the RICO. That's unheard of. I've never heard of that.
Man, and I'm gonna have you shut down half the city when I'm coming.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to say that famous line of yours.
Man,
Don't tell them nothing, Donnie.
be
Yep,
quiet,
Don't
yep.
Donnie.
tell him nothing, Donnie.
Yep.
Breaking news: He has arrived.
Do we got a live feed somewhere?
Secret Service going inside with him too.
Goddamn, Don. You think he gonna beat the case?
What a shameful day in America. This is just unprecedented.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unprecedented for real.
Don't break the law. He'll be good.
Imagine, think how bad he used to have people over Hillary. Lock her up. Lock her up.
I know, right? The irony.
Damn.
If I was a Central Park, I would have a mother ad in the newspaper. He's guilty. He might have did something.
Okay, there you go.
No, they should take out an ad saying he should get the death penalty.
Damn. Fanny Fanny going for the gusto.
But I'm gonna have to agree with Delinks, man. The man is not going to prison. He technically can't. He's got Secret Service for the rest of his life. So if he is convicted, they're gonna have to set up some type of alternate placement on house arrest or something.
Guantanamo Bay.
He's not going in jail. I'll
Which,
do it
and you
with
see, that's the next thing, though, right, Chico?
Special
Because
jail or something.
technically, you know what I would have done if I was Trump, Chico? You want me to tell you how gangsta I would have been? I wouldn't have posted bail. Fuck that. Let's see who gonna stay with me for the night.
Cause
No
they
way he's doing that. I told you he's a
don't post
germaphobe.
the
He.
Man ain't doing no time. Not in Fulton anyway. Hell no.
He's
jails
not going
packed.
in jail. I mean, it is two different systems, and it's glad it's being exposed, but
I
like
just want that
he can't
mug
go to
shot,
jail,
though.
bro. Like, he definitely getting the mug shot.
Yeah,
Getting the
chin
perp
up.
walk. They
Chin up.
they said Rudy Giuliani walked through the bullpen. One of the dudes said when he got out of Fulton County, he talked to some reporters, said he saw Rudy come through while he was in the bullpen with 40 people. Now Rudy didn't go in the bullpen; they just walked him through.
Ooh, and we got some football tonight. Some preseason football.
Nah.
The last game, ain't it? For the
I
big
think next
the
week
big one.
is.
Huh? Football starting next week.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you can go. Y'all, whoever got or can play it can go to this link right here and go to the live thing of it. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Joe, I was just looking at that. You got me this is a link to the football game?
Hey, Chico, look at the PTR. Tell me what you think about those idiots that had on that shirt. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, man, it's sad, bro. I don't know what to say about it. But there's a
Oh,
lot of people defending
my
him.
bad.
You heard, buddy, earlier defending him. Hey, what did he do? Like, he tried to overthrow the democratic process. Like, nobody think that's serious. That's not.
That's crazy. This shouldn't even be a conversation at this point. Automatic lockdown, man.
What's the mandatory for a Rico?
5 years.
Oh, it's five? Okay.
But look how
Five
many
years.
charges he got. So it's 5 years for each charge if he found guilty.
He got
Miss
too
Lynn, he
many
ain't
charges,
doing
Miss Liz.
Miss
He
Lynn, he
got
ain't
too
doing
many.
all that. He gonna get
I
like
know it. I'm
he
sure
gonna
he won't do a day.
besides today.
The
Gonna give
sad
him
part
20
is,
years, 19
the
years of
sad part
probation.
is, he gonna walk away from all of this without even having an F on his report card. That's the sad
Damn.
part.
Damn.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because the governor, watch the play. If he even go to trial and get found guilty, the governor of Georgia is gonna pardon him. Watch the play.
Need some soups, noodles.
Hey, you catch a charge and go tweet about the DA right now. See what happened to your dumbass.
Don't do that. You're going to jail.
You breaking all kind
He,
of
al-
law. That shit
he
crazy.
already called her a lowlife.
He's
And
the
he gonna continue
Don.
talking shit about her. Ain't nobody gonna stop him.
He's gonna
And
be the.
accusing her of having sex with an ex-drug dealer slash gang
I
member. That's
mean,
crazy.
honestly,
Bro,
what
he just
what?
blamed her for all the crime rate in Atlanta, like not even 2 hours ago.
Now I will say this. I've heard that story before that she had a relationship with one of them guys, and one of them guys ain't like he wasn't a part of it. Like they were questioning why wasn't he a part of the YSL Rico, this that and the third.
Mondo.
Somebody, yeah, some name like that. Rondo Mondo, yeah, Mondo Burger, I guess. I don't know. So, mm
Hey,
She
PD,
used to
ain't
be his lawyer.
Hey, how about this? How about these money business? Get my name not Enrico because I used to bust her drawers. Leave me out the shit. Don't say my name, dog. Damn, niggas be
They don't know how to
cowards,
mind
man.
their business, Springfield.
She let me out because I used to bust her drawers, nigga.
hey,
Don't
man.
say my name, man.
hey,
Don't
I
say.
know a
Hey,
lot of people in jail that mind their business.
that man really, he fucked his way out of jail. That's crazy.
Listen, PD, I'll be so tight if one of my niggas say my
What,
name, dog.
what about him?
Dog, like I'm
Shh,
dog.
shh. Hush. Shit, I might be able to get you out. Let me work my magic. Fan
Bro,
fan, what's
yeah,
up?
Man,
yeah,
CNN trying to act like they ain't enjoying this. You can just see it all over their faces. They enjoying this. Y'all know how you used to talk about CNN, how bad you used to talk about
Yeah.
Man, fuck
it.
Fake
CNN.
news.
You
They
know
fake
they're
news.
happy right
Oh
now.
my gosh, they enjoying it.
Partying right now in the
I've
bed.
caught
When every time they go on commercials, they probably
I've
taking
caught
shots.
Everybody,
Ander
hey,
I've caught Anderson Cooper trying to hold in a big smile several times here. He happy.
party like back in the day. Hey man, Trump going to jail. Let's throw some on the grill. Getting booked. It
Ooh,
is
what's the
what
day?
it is.
What's the day? August 24th. We have to declare it a day.
Hey, yeah, it's fun now.
I don't
It's
believe none of this
just
till I see a mugshot. I want the mugshot, an official mugshot.
You think it's fake news, man? You don't think he's going to jail?
I want a mugshot.
Celebrating over here, man. I'm drinking my coffee. After all the bullshit went through, I'm getting this. This is my satisfaction right here. Mugshot. Come on, next.
I'm just saying, if I was Trump, I would have told him I ain't posting no goddamn bill. Me and the whole motorcade sleeping here
shit.
tonight.
The ladies fuck around. I'd be like, shit, y'all come get me. Send the body hunters to me.
For real, come get me. You know where I'm at. Pull up.
Oh gosh.
Good,
I don't think he wanted that embarrassment.
I'm like, good luck into these goddamn Secret Service. Good luck.
Yeah, because they got to protect him, so you can't just run up on him, no matter even if you're law enforcement. So that's a national security issue. So
He
run up.
he might have a whole pod to himself. That's a
Nah, he ain't
toxic.
going in no pod, man. They probably giving him a tour. They probably giving that man a tour to jail right now, and telling him the improvements they gonna make.
You think they talking shit enough?
Nah, everybody probably
Like,
on lockdown. Cleared the entire everything he got to walk through is probably clear.
He's in their hand. But if something happened to him, they're in trouble. So they gotta shut everything down.
would it work in his favor if something did happen to him?
There'll be a lot of jobless people come tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah.
I'm just
And
saying,
why the
if you're
black
gonna
man the
be
only one
cocky
that?
all the time. Don't be cocky sometimes. You get what I'm saying, Chico? Be cocky all the times.
Why the black man only one held without bond? What's up with that?
Oh, you ain't see what I was putting in the chat, Chico? Nobody ain't even
Mm-hmm.
talking about that.
Yeah, they said he assaulted the guy who tried to serve him the warrant or something.
Yeah, he beat up the FBI.
Cold man. Party like back
Hey,
in
Chico,
the
they said when
day.
he went to surrender today, they were turning him away because they waiting for Trump. They didn't really want to process nobody else today, so they turned him away. They said he was out there frustrated, saying, "I'm here to turn myself in. Like, y'all got to take me."
That's funny.
So y'all ain't gonna take me? Am I gonna? Shit, you might as well run. Fuck it. You got 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours, but at least 2 hours
Yep, thanks for
head
the heads up.
start. Hey, I'm
Shit.
trying to turn myself in. I ain't coming back. All
Shit.
this, all this chaos going on. People trying to escape.
I know,
That
right? They pretty busy right now. Let's go ahead and
man,
finish this
let's get the
tunnel.
fuck up out of
They
here.
were
We got
Trump.
man. What? See, we get the fuck up out of here. I've been plotting been plotting for 5 years. This like a movie though. This is like a movie. Side script.
Oh, he leaving now? Damn, not even 30 minutes? What the hell?
Is he
Even
leaving out the front?
Nah, he leaving out the back, but not even 30 minutes? Come on, man. Y'all can keep him for at least a half an hour?
No,
What
they
the
got
fuck?
some. It's a live stream. They got some caravan. I guess what it's called motorcade.
Hey, the link, you know
Yeah,
they're
he
gonna
leaving.
just walk you into the door, then they do everything right, then turn you right back around.
Man, nigga, go ahead and get it over with. I want to see the mug shot, Jack.
And
Yeah, he out.
they've already
Damn.
said his campaign people plan to
Damn.
put the mugshot on merchandise and sell it.
They got like
That's how I
Confirmation.
want
The
to go to
mugshot has
jail.
been taken.
That's how I want to go to jail.
Mugshot
Shit,
oh
fuck that.
shit, he
has
out.
been taken.
Want to see the mugshot?
No snake got Secret Service, bro. He ain't going to jail.
He gone, I think.
Yo, they blocked down the whole
Yeah,
road,
he's
bro.
he's
This is
leaving.
how I
They
want to
all
get
they're
locked
back
up.
on the road.
The road again?
Yep.
He got to go to the
Uh-oh.
bail bonds.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he going back to the airport.
Yeah, the bail's bond he'd
Oh,
already
there you
paid it.
go. He gone. He out.
Him gone.
He out. Damn, look at all these
This nigga
cars.
riding through the hood of Atlanta with the helicopter following us. Hilarious.
Hey, you know what's messed up, Chico? They got to keep the airspace clear.
The airspace clear. The roads are shut down, man. Atlanta fucked up right now, especially in the
Hey,
middle of.
Chico, that's how I want to get locked up, man. If you go come get me, do me like this, man. This
Oh,
is wild.
yeah, we're not getting that mug shot.
I want the mugshot. That's all I'm
It
here
Mugshot.
said
for.
mug
Mugshot is,
shot of Trump was
mugshot is
taken.
public property. Mugshot is
Hey, the
public
links, he
property.
rode out
Sign up
there
on the
quick,
list.
huh?
That's what I'm saying. Less than 30
In
minutes. Like, yo, come
and
on,
out.
man.
That was a
In and
walkthrough.
out. In and out.
I felt like
Child,
they
he
Did
just
he
got
showed
even
this.
him
get
some.
fingerprinted?
I felt like they
Will
just
be
showed
in
him
and
some
out.
improvements they planning to make to the jail and then sent him on his way.
He on his way to a speech. Watch.
I was doing this. I
Oh
had a
yeah, he about to do
I
a
disorderly
guess he
speech
gotta
conduct.
now.
I had to
You
wait
know
two
that's
Nah,
coming.
he
days.
going to do the speech at the
guess he gotta
airport, then get
ride.
on the plane.
He probably going to Florida.
Man, I had a disorderly conduct. I was there 2 days.
He in Jersey. He got a case in Florida. He ain't fucking around down there. He got bond. He in
They
Georgia. I
said he
mean, he
going
in
back to
Jersey.
Jersey.
Fuck that.
Go on down the floor.
Yeah. He hot
Hey,
in Florida. I got a
listen.
case down there. I'm going to Jersey.
Hey, to how bad our governor did last night in the debate, he might fuck around and lock Trump up if he come down there.
Just to get that notoriety, huh?
For real.
Damn. He got $200,000 bond. Was that $20,000?
So he had to pay
Yep.
200 bands.
Yeah, 20,000.
Oh shit.
He
What?
ain't
How he
paying
pay a
that,
lawyer
PD.
his bond? What?
PD, campaign money paying that, PD.
Hey, I
He
got
got that
$5
lawyer his
if I need to
bond.
pay
Are you
about Trump.
serious?
No, I was fucking with
They probably
you.
How
shut
you
the
gonna
whole
get the
city
bond that
down for this
low?
shit.
Yeah, blocks are blocked off. Tongue twister.
Man, they
Vehicles
shut
aren't
down
allowed to stop.
85. Shutting down 75, 85 alone.
You see how far away
Huh?
that helicopter got to stay? Because you can't be in the airspace of the motorcade. You get fined for that.
Mm.
Man,
Just
he
waiting on
got
the
traffic.
speech.
Fuck
Well, there you
everybody.
have it, folks. There you have it.
You saw him on camera walking in?
Nah, they ain't showing walking in or out.
He went through the back though.
Mm.
He pulled Travis Scott on him.
Went out the back and came out the front.
In the back, though.
There it
Hey,
is.
they playing it so smart. You see how they showing the motorcade? They not showing the vehicle with him in it. I can tell y'all that right now.
I promise you that, yeah. The old
Those
bait
are
Nah,
just
they
the
secret.
lead
showing.
Y'all
vehicles.
go that way, we
Hey,
gonna go
they
around the
showing
other
that
side out
wagon
the
there.
back.
Nah, he's not in there. He's not in the Wagoneer.
That's the one they keep focusing on.
Yeah, he's not in there.
It's a distraction. Take them up,
He's got to
pistol
be
it,
within one car, two car max of the ambulance.
of the
Don't
ambulance.
don't tell too much,
Yeah.
Delaney. Don't tell too much.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
yeah,
say too
sure.
much.
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize. He's in the Wagoneer.
Yeah.
He's
Now
in
he's
the
back.
wagon.
I've been sitting here listening to y'all have your party.
Here it
I've been
comes.
sitting here
Here it
listening to y'all
comes.
have your party
I
all
thought you were
evening.
having a party,
Here
man.
it
Yeah.
comes, Chico. Here it comes.
Woo!
I think you
Eastside
fucked up,
getting
Chico
Tony.
got it
good.
off.
Honestly,
Finally,
He
Chico,
honestly,
told
you
you
me.
happy?
fucked up, man.
Miss Lynn, you got it off. He took the perk walk. Something some of you know all too well. Now y'all all got one thing in common.
Yo, crazy.
I want the
A mug
mugshot.
shot.
That's what I want.
Hey,
Less
hey,
than 30
hey,
minutes
Stu.
out and about.
Hey, Stu. Soon as the mug shot come in, can you play that link that I sent you? Soon as the
Can we
mug
get
shot in.
can we get the mug shot
There was no
copyrighted?
mugshot.
Can we get a trademark?
I'm sorry, y'all been misled. Presidents don't take mugshots. National security
He's
purposes.
taking a mug shot. Already took the mug shot. And Joe, can't you play it? Stu not in here.
What you talking about? He ain't take no mugshot, my man. He just got weighed and fingerprinted and then he bounced. That's
No,
it.
he got mug shotted. It's on his way,
I doubt that
Kareem.
if that happened. Not in 30
Kareem,
minutes.
you can take a picture in a second. What? Turn to
30
the.
minutes. He was
All
in
right,
and out less than 20.
look straight.
It's 8:02. He got there like 7:52, son.
I got a little 5 minute clip of him
America.
crazy
Look
shit that
straight.
Trump did.
Turn to your left.
Make sure y'all check the
Joe,
chat.
Theory
Turn to
Thursday
your
is
right.
over. See you next week.
You know, every time.
Check the chat. Check the chat.
Even in that motorcade, he in a whole nother squad. See, they fake y'all with the 52. You'll never know what vehicle he in. Something they should have did with Biggie.
Hey, everybody get y'all chairs. They gonna be in a frenzy.
It wasn't that many people out there, you know what I'm saying?
No, 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 no. Y'all get y'all folding chairs ready.
It is a very bad day in American history. The president went, and then see how they use the words for the fake news. John, he surrenders. He's in custody. Nigga, he wasn't never in custody. He just came through, did his 1, 2, and he out the door. He's been released and all that dumb shit. Boy, I
Yeah, but
tell
they
you.
did say the Secret Service agreed to stand back and allow him to be arrested.
Fanny don't know what she did. She should have stayed with Young Thug. She done messed up.
Well, this
They
nigga
already got a
shut
Fed
down
dude on her
85
already.
going in, then shut it down on the way back going out. Atlanta traffic is fucked right now.
You could thank Fannie Willis for this. She did this.
She
This
might
is
have
a
bitten
career
off.
case.
She might have bitten off too much she could chew. I don't think she gonna win the thug case, bro. They ain't got no jury, and it's been how long? And some of the
Year and a
evidence
half.
finna get thrown out. No.
I see Young Thug coming home by Christmas.
Nah.
Because what's about to happen is they about to dig in her crate. And if all that stuff true about the dude nut and all that other stuff, it's about to come out, son. See, this is different than messing with the little peons from around the block and on Ricos. And this is a president, and he got the full resources of the federal government behind him.
You think about his lawyers,
He just went and got the top lawyer in GA today, I heard, right?
man. What?
The other dude besides Brian Still, I heard Chico say something about that. He got somebody entered gunplay lawyer or some shit. Y'all said earlier.
It's all fun and dandy of him right now getting mug shot and everything. Everybody want to celebrate and shit, but I don't think like you said, he's not gonna do no time. It's just gonna, you know what I'm saying, get slapped on the wrist, uh, photo bombed, so people will feel good about him going to, you know what I'm saying, him going through the process or whatever. I don't think he's gonna get convicted. And if he don't get convicted, he's gonna run for president. But they probably just push this shit 2 years, 2 years down the line or whatever to speed the trial or whatever things like that. By that time, I don't know if he's gonna be alive. What he like 85? Not
I said it's gonna be must see TV. He like the center He waited till everybody was eating dinner and came to turn himself in. 7:30. I'll get there when I get there.
His inmate, they posted Trump's inmate number on CNN.
What's the number? I think you can look up the mug shot, can't you?
How the
With
fuck is he an inmate and he ain't?
Anybody looking for the Eagles game on the Chico TV? It's on Thursday Night Football.
Y'all want the number?
Shot has been taken too.
let's see the number. What's the number? We can Google this, can't it?
It's P01135 809.
Put it in the chat. Cause I ain't gonna know.
Okay. Somebody mute me.
Jones over there cooking Trump right now on CNN.
Kareem, I'm starting to think like you, man. This fucked up. What's Trump ever did to you?
Damn, PD.
What has Trump ever did to anybody else? Anyone of us?
You see
You,
how
What he
you,
Chico
you
say?
don't
Chico
want to
got
know
hit?
what he did to me.
You see how it works? Remember they said that Chico came out and said that they was pushing for October? Well, Fannie said that's not happening. There it is. I'm telling you, boy. This is chess, not checkers.
Nah, Fannie was the one asking for October.
She
She
was
did.
asking for it, but she's getting ready to get denied. It ain't gonna happen. I'm on
No,
MSNBC right now.
Buddy filed a fast and speedy. So she
Yeah,
gave him fast and speedy.
but not no, not the rest of them. Just him.
But but
Hey,
no, but if she grants him fast and speedy for one, she got to grant him for all. So all 19 have a court date of October 9th.
hey, somebody can't look up Fulton County website and see if that inmate number give you the mugshot, man. I need this mugshot, man. I need some kind of pleasure, man. Please, I need a mugshot so I can really laugh and take a shot.
The Fulton County Sheriff has confirmed they did take a mugshot.
Yeah, and I want to see it. That's the
Won't be
only way I'm gonna
released to the
believe it.
general public.
Then they ain't take no goddamn
Yes,
mugshot.
it will
I
be
ain't buying that
released. It
smoke
will
and
be
mirror bullshit.
released.
Yeah, that inmate number on CNN. Who in Atlanta could look it up right now? See if you get that mugshot. I got the inmate number. It's on CNN.
I pulled it from the site, but there's no mugshot yet.
That's some bullshit. Why they playing with people's emotions
Yeah.
like this?
Well, it took Rudy an hour or so before his mugshot came out, so it'll come.
It's a process, man. It's pending.
6'3", 215 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair. Strawberry.
Strawberry.
That's what it says. Blonde or strawberry hair,
What
blue
the
eyes.
fuck?
Uh, Postcode Palm Beach, Florida. Yep,
Who do they lock
blonde
up
or
for
strawberry
emotion?
hair.
I ain't never heard of strawberry. Blonde or strawberry.
And he not 6'3".
He about six.
And he about 6'5", 6". He's not 6'3".
He about 6'5".
Nah, he's shorter than that.
Fuck. Oh, she's a runner. She's a track star.
We've been shoulder to shoulder. I'm 6 feet, so I tell you, he's not like 3 inches taller than me.
Huh.
So his official charging documents been released. $80,000 surety bond on the Georgia RICO, racketeering, influence, and corrupt. Solicitation, violation of oath, public officer, 10,000, and conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer, another 10,000. He is out on bond.
Only 100,000 then.
I sent you a screenshot, the links.
Yeah,
Right,
those are
that's
the
only
only ones I see.
100,000. Yeah, 80, 10, 10.
That is,
That's only 100,000.
that's only 100.
So $10,000 got him out on a RICO, and I mean, Young Thug offered to give up his kids. He can't get out.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that one is being treated one way and one is being treated differently.
Yeah, because we're all supposed to be innocent until what?
You prove I'm guilty, not lock me up.
Exactly.
Say,
So
say
Trump,
you accusing me of something
Hey,
and tell
listen,
me I can't conduct my life and my business because you accuse me of something. That shit is illegal, and I think he should file a writ of habeas corpus. He's being held against his will, and that shit should go right to the federal court.
and they won't.
I agree.
And they
Just
won't.
based
He's a
off
street
of
thug.
this, because it's the same county. So just based off of this, I agree.
Yeah, he has precedence to file, like, okay, here's a RICO case where bond was set. But, it's the violence and all that, so they'll argue back. But, yeah, that shit crazy.
He's been deemed a threat to the communities which you asking him to be released to. There are people that are living in fear of this man returning to the streets. Sorry, they don't get the same accolades.
Should
Whole
be in
country
fear of
should be
this
in fair
man.
for Trump being on the streets.
Right. This nigga got way more motherfucking reach than Thug. I can tell you that.
I'm
He
just
got
saying.
police. He's got detectives. He's got
Hey Chico,
political
he got the
officials. He
boys
can
that
fuck a
really
nigga
know
up.
how to get away with murder.
Hey, boy, they'll make you disappear. Your brake line just go out in your car. Like, oh, it was a car accident. I better watch House of Cards.
Putin has just said he stands with Trump. There it is on Twitter.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Honor it.
What you talking about?
Hey, Putin
No one
stands with
controls
you, you
Trump,
really a criminal.
but China controls Joe Biden, so he's the Manchurian candidate. But this is not his time. He ain't got the raising the sun. And for all y'all that's waiting for the mugshot, go ahead and rock it on your PTR, on your T-shirt. Free advertising.
I ain't even go taking it that level. I just want to see it to know that they really did. He really did go through the process. That's the only way I'm gonna believe it because I know what I know. So I want to see it to know that it's
Knowing
bigger
how
than what I know.
narcissistic he is, he's basking in this like a white kid that gets to live to be in the hood for a day type of thing. I'm street. I went to Fulton County, got my fingerprints, went past the tier. Like this is the type of person that we're talking about here. So where people getting greedy,
Well,
like, oh, he.
How
them some
much
famous
more
people
votes
go
you
through
think?
Right Street.
Hey, how much more votes you think he'll get if he opens his speech right now with Free Thug?
Oh, man.
Extra 100,000.
So girls, I will
I
say
think
that
he a
she.
whole clown. So I think he a whole clown. So I just like when he do stupid shit because it just proved my point even more. So I think he should open the speech by saying Free Thug.
I just think that old girl is doing a good job of getting her name out there and get her political push going. You got the best rapper in Atlanta and the president of the United States underneath your belt now.
There he is, getting out of the Tahoe.
Cheeto about to
He
talk
was in
now.
the Tahoe. Cheeto was in the Tahoe. He's out. He's on the tarmac and he's
Trump is
ready to talk.
speaking. Y'all want to hear it?
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't have it, but they well, well, they're not getting him talking.
He requested for no CNN reporters.
That's possible.
Going to his plane now.
He said he had every right to challenge the election. It's his right to be able to challenge the election.
That's what's gonna get him off. Freedom of speech.
No, there are you. Yeah, you have the right to challenge an election, not the way he did it. You don't make up fraudulent documents. You don't sign fraudulent documents and send them to the National Archives. You don't do that. You don't do it that way.
We shall see if that all upholds in court. And remember, didn't she just run for a campaign for donations
Oh, and
for her political campaign?
let's not forget he did. They filed several cases in courts in Supreme Court trying to challenge the election, and they were all denied. That's why
Hey,
he
if
started trying to go through the back way.
if I'm
'Cause
Mm.
prosecuting you, right? What does my lifestyle and what I do outside of the courtroom have to do with your case as long as I'm prosecuting you to the fullest extent of the law?
Hey, we digging up the dirt.
For what? That has nothing to do with your
You're
case.
working. You can dig all
We
the
digging
dirt
up
you
the dirt.
want.
So you
Dig
trying
a
to tell
hole,
me I
bury
can't be
yourself.
a stripper at night and a prosecutor during the day?
Yeah, that means your conduct might not be becoming of a person to even be able to prosecute me or anybody else for that matter.
How?
Because as the DA, you have to have a certain code of conduct. You can't be no stripper and no DA by day.
but as a president,
You
you
know
don't have
she's a
to have a
stripper.
certain code of conduct.
To
That's what I was
prove
about to
she's a
ask,
stripper.
Miss Lynn.
They're gonna go after that thing with her and that dude nothing. If they find something, believe me, her, this will all go away. I'm telling you, yo, they messing with the right
Prove
ones.
that, man.
Believe me, if there's any to be had, they'll find it. She
With,
should
with
be
all
afraid for
her
her life.
with all her prosecutions, I'm sure several have tried to find some dirt, and she's still there.
Who is she prosecuting, Miss Lynch? Street thugs in Atlanta? Are you kidding me? They don't
You
have
act
no
like
resources
street
like that.
thugs can't don't have lawyers
They
that
don't
can
have
go
resources
find
like that.
things. You act like they don't have lawyers that
This is the
and
federal government, Miss Lynch. The
well,
federal government.
she's prosecuting a I don't know what
State
since you're
charge and
since
no
you're
federal,
saying
nigga.
street thug, what thug are we classifying Trump as? Corporate thug? What is
Nah,
he?
nah.
No, he's just a
A United
narcissistic
States
former
thug.
president.
He a thug
USDA
too. He
thug.
got a record now. He got arrests and stuff like that. He got a rap sheet. He a thug too. How about that?
Nah, he haven't done a day in jail and is not a repeat offender. That's a
You don't
fact.
have to do a day in jail to be a thug. He a
It's funny.
thug.
It's
That charge
funny
is pending.
now, and him, and so many black men have one thing in common, if nothing else. Wow.
Bro, that shit be rubbing me a kind of way. Yeah, that shit kind of rubbed me kind of way.
That didn't even make sense,
What that
but you
mean?
got it.
That don't
What
make
the
sense.
fuck
But
does
you
that
sitting
mean?
around like uh uh waiting for a mugshot. It's even better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a two different logics though. It's not one has nothing to do with the other. Do you see me sitting right here trying to say I'm waiting for a mugshot to prove a point
To prove what point?
that nobody is above the law. You're not the active president. You're a former president. You're not above the law. You're a regular civilian.
I don't see the pleasure in it either way. But hey, to each his own.
Sometimes you got to set examples. You know.
I
for the people
mean,
coming behind him that
politicians
might
get
try
go
this
to
shit,
jail
they'll
every
know
day. Ask Kwame
they won't get
Kilpatrick
away
up in
with it.
Detroit, and so many others.
Nah, but not on this
And
level.
I'm
This is
sure
a
they
former
have
president.
mugshots.
It's crazy. 30 minutes of inconvenience, and then right back to the jet, back to Jersey you go.
With many
That's what
more,
it probably was for him, like an inconvenience. Like, oh, I gotta go do
with
this thing
many,
down in Atlanta.
yep. And he got many more to come because guess what? You can't just send your lawyer in this kind of case. Every time there's court, you got to come to. So, oh, you were planning that trip to so and so to do a campaign speech? No, buddy, you doing court
Nah,
today. So you
nah,
got to push
they're
that
gonna
back.
schedule a court around this campaign situation. That I can almost
I
promise you.
don't think so.
Remember, because every time he come, they got to go through this whole situation. They got to shut down the city, even for court.
And
Yeah, you got set down to court.
and and you gotta
Inconvenience
go
Atlanta
through it.
relative, the Atlanta residents. That don't inconvenience you, Miss Lance. You'll be far away in Texas, nowhere near the problem.
I don't care. I don't
So,
So how
care.
you
but
gonna
you
move
care,
that
but you
map?
don't care that it can inconvenience the people
Nope.
that live there.
Nope. Not if he has to go through it. No, I don't.
Wow.
I don't think because you
Wow.
can go to people's trials. That one ain't gonna be open for the public. You might be able
Nah,
to
but they'll
see
probably
it.
have cameras if the judge allow it. They'll
Be
probably
on
have
court
Yeah,
cameras.
he said
TV.
it's gonna be court TV. They're gonna be allowed in. That's
Oh
why I know
yeah.
it's a reality show.
But I don't think they'll make him do any mandatory appearances until the trial start. I don't think he'll be back to see
This
a
is
judge tomorrow.
all a distraction, people, to
Not a
get you
distraction.
away.
The C-19 about to come down the pipeline,
This is
and
all a distraction to get you away
while that's going
from
on,
your focus.
he will be going back and forth to one of the court places, Miami, New York.
Kareem, I'm starting to see.
And
I'm
he
starting to
has
see what you're talking about,
crawled
man.
back into the plane.
That's the crazy part.
All I'm saying is if you hit me with a RICO, I want the Trump package. Bump that shit.
Nah, you don't get carte blanche. You're a civilian, sir. You don't get carte blanche.
Oh shit.
There are certain perks for certain people, and we're not none of them. You're gonna sit the hours and sit your booking and bullpens and all that other stuff. This should be interesting, though. Now he switched his lawyer at the last second and got dude from Atlanta too. He repping he in his wheelhouse.
There's one thing we know about Trump. He loved to fire people, so ain't no
Yeah,
surprise he
that's
might switch
true.
lawyer 10 more times before this case gets started.
He
And
probably
remember,
got
every time he
mad, man.
switched
He might
lawyer,
look, man. You got
every
me
time
going
he
to
switched
court
lawyer, it's
today.
gonna
You
delay
out of
the
here.
case. Remember, every time he switched lawyer too, it's gonna delay the case.
Because they're gonna need time to get up to speed.
Yep, and the judge gonna have to grant it to them.
Well, I was hearing on the news. I don't know. They said they could try to get this rescheduled in like 2 years.
Trying, but I ain't
I
gonna.
ain't gonna lie though, I was looking at Fanny today. You know, she got a beautiful face, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Very intelligent woman. I'll give her that much. And I know she got to have security around the clock.
She got a nice ass
All
too, the
kinds
links.
of stuff.
She got a fatty too,
Hey,
the links.
listen, I just got out
You
the
always look. Come
doghouse,
on,
right?
man.
And I'm standing in my house talking loud. Don't try to get me indicted. I'm not Trump.
They trying to get me indicted.
You know
Lucky I
He
ain't
Springfield is
himself.
stuck,
indicted
so that's the only reason why he's saying it. He in
I
the
said she
top.
got a nice face. That's where it stops. I ain't see the rest of her body. I only saw her face.
Lucky I ain't indicted.
You seen it?
The
I ain't
only
seen
nigga
nothing. I
who
just
gets
seen a suit.
arrested
She's in the
because
women,
of
so
race.
it's all good.
Oh, shout out to him.
He's the only nigga that gets a bond and goes straight to the airport. Usually they tell you don't leave the county, don't leave the state. This nigga
Don't
goes
leave the
straight to
state.
the airport.
Wow.
Fuck
The
you.
plane is moving right now. He's fixing to prepare for
Damn, you
takeoff.
gone? Shit.
That's nasty work.
Trump airline.
Trump do what he want. That's what it
For
seems like.
now.
Yeah.
Blonde
For
or
now.
strawberry hair?
Strawberry. That's a new hair
Strawberry.
color.
But
I've never heard
he's
that.
6'3". They say he was 6'3", 215.
He
Six
about
three
six.
two fifteen.
He like 6'3", 285.
Mm.
Shit,
If
215
$50
my
million
ass.
he did.
I'm 20. I'm 208.
Y'all about the same size then, PD.
Shit, man. Trump don't want none of this these problems. I'm, I'm low compact, man. I put Trump on his neck.
Now think about this: the people that live where he reside at in New Jersey. Now
Whoa,
they got to go through that
whoa,
whole process
whoa,
all over again.
whoa, whoa. Petey, come on, Petey.
I
Here
said
you
I'm
go.
low and compact. I'll put Trump on his neck. What the fuck
Whoa,
are we doing here?
whoa, whoa. That sounds spicy, my man.
How did,
That sounds, whoa, whoa.
bro?
Hey,
You
hey,
scaring me, bro.
don't all the campaign donation look beautiful going down that tarmac?
Yes, it does.
They don't
Got
care.
pictures
They
of
say they'll give him more money.
You know they pay for that plane.
they got. Oh
They
yeah,
don't care. He's God. Like listen, yo, he's God to them, bro.
And he just got it remodeled.
New motor and everything, huh?
Yeah, right before he left office. They were working on it like a year before he left office.
fuck
Like I
Donald
said, they love that
Trump.
man.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
They love that man.
Damn, some of us have a private
Some
jet. Look at that. Look at the size of that plane for it to be a private plane.
that's a
God damn.
What y'all
747.
watching on the link up top?
That's a
Hey, you know that's
747,
why he
man.
can't fly it into a private airport, right? It's too big.
Trump
Yeah,
for
it's a
fuck
fucking
Donald Trump.
jumbo jet.
Damn, that's a big ass
What's that?
jet,
G7?
Yeah, this nigga
Nah,
on a
bro.
jumbo jet with probably about like
bro.
8 people
That
on that
jet
motherfucker.
it is big as the plane. Look at the plane that's driving by. That
So
ain't
we got
no
one of the
jet.
Boeing
hey,
747s, huh?
hey,
Like
that flies him to wherever he want to go in the world nonstop. Just so you know.
Free of charge.
now, how long you think a flight from there to Atlanta is? Because he came from Jersey.
It should be about two and a
It's
half
about,
hours, but since it's his own
I want to
private
say about
plane, it seemed like it took him about 2 hours, hour 45, which makes sense, you know,
And then
pilot.
when he in the air, you got to clear the airspace, right? Ain't no other
Yeah,
airplanes can be around.
yeah. You got to clear, so you got to like. He's not gonna take off until all incoming flights stop, all outgoing flights stop.
Mm.
Breaking news. Breaking news. The
Tell me you got the mugshot.
mugshot has been released.
What's up? By who?
share the link. Share the link.
Where is it? Where is
Just
it?
God,
put the
Don't
Trump
send.
man.
logo
Hey,
on.
don't
Don't
send me
get
no
sick.
say cheese
Here they
mugshot
go,
now.
man. Yo, look at this. Look at that. The glee in these people's eyes. Like kids candy store. Y'all happy now?
That where that though? Where that though?
I can't believe they doing this to this man.
I can believe it, and I don't like it.
Shit,
Kareem,
I
now,
can believe it.
Kareem, now I'm like, I don't like this, man.
Man
Like,
got a
I
million
don't like,
and one
I don't
charges.
like
Oh,
it,
come
man.
on, man.
This, I'm not on Trump's side. I'm on. It
There
just
it
don't
is.
seem right, bro. Something off.
PD,
My
PD,
spirit saying something off, man.
PD, PD.
My spirit saying something ain't right.
If it was your black ass, you think he would care?
Yeah, he would. He
But
care about the
Just
American
because
people.
PD
just because
mugshot
he
wouldn't
don't
make
care, don't mean
history.
I can't
This
care.
is the first U.S. president to ever have a mugshot. This is history we're looking
Do
at,
we
people.
want to have this type of history though?
Miss
History is
Linda them
history,
love
bro.
it.
Nobody don't tell you how to write history.
Yeah,
Bruh, they
man.
got they got
That crazy
history
ass
of fucking
nigga.
slaves. What the hell you mean we want this kind of history?
Man, I don't
That's
know.
the worst kind of fucking history we
Something
got
don't
in this
seem
fucking
right.
fucked
He
up ass
saying
country.
fuck Donald Trump and all this, that, and the third, and I'm like, something ain't right about
Hey,
this.
remember they took
My
pictures of
spirit
us.
off.
They took pictures of us after they lynched us for the history books, just so you
Oh,
know.
I remember that. That wasn't right either.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Why you comparing this to that? I'm not.
Bad history is
Yo,
bad
Check
history.
the
Didn't
PTR.
Man, yeah,
didn't the Bible
yeah,
teach you that all
look
evil
at
is
Chico.
evil?
First
There's
one
no
on the
such thing
scene
as
with
a
it. Look at
small or a
him.
big
yeah.
evil.
They got
Man,
them stuck
Y'all
on
ain't
a
shit.
gang sign. They got
I
all
don't
kind of AI mug shots and shit.
AI mugshot. But nah, man, I just don't. I just like, man, eh,
Trust
It's
me,
all
as soon
good,
as that
man.
mugshot gets dropped,
Chico is funny.
if there's
They
one place
they're
that's gonna have that official mugshot is CNN. They
yeah
gotta get their lick back.
they're saying it's fake. If he don't have a red tie on, it's fake. He had a red tie on.
Chico, he throwing up the what?
If CNN don't put it up, it's fake because let me tell you something. CNN gotta get their lick back.
And plus, they're not gonna get sued, so they're gonna
This
make
is
sure they have
somebody help,
authenticated
man.
it.
Help somebody, please. This
You
is
know
not
this.
this not the America that I grew up in.
If you know this suspect, well, yes, it is the America you grew up in.
It's a better America where a white lying ex-president gets convicted of his crimes and gets his mugshot taken. So it's better. It's
Mm-hmm.
better.
Can we
Hey,
name some other
hey, a little
presidents that done some wrongs? Nixon, I don't know. Harry
That
Truman,
time.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
a little birdie said if he not wiping his finger across his nose, then that ain't the real mugshot.
Schlein, King Schlein.
Slap.
Oh, you know he gonna hold the whole jail down, son. He got endless
Hey,
bread.
y'all know what's trending on Twitter is Trump 215. Niggas say if Trump is 215, he dating Holly Berry.
He was 215 dating Halle Berry. Man, I don't know.
Yo, but where's the mugshot, yo? Y'all said y'all had it.
No, it's fake. I don't know why people are releasing fake ones when the real one will come. So I don't know why they're doing
It's
that.
a
Just for
gang of fake ones out
clicks,
there. Like the
clicks
one in
and
my
giggles,
PTR
I
where
guess.
he throwing up the
And
fake.
you and Chico PTR, Miss Lynn, I was seeing those on Twitter before he even landed in Atlanta.
Facts.
Give me some nice.
Where's Milani at with all this going around? The wife always shows some kind of support by being there.
Man, she a
Man,
trophy.
hey,
Man,
she in
Man, she's
Jersey.
somewhere sipping wine.
She in
She
Jersey
back
getting
getting
her
she
back
back getting
blown
some
out,
don't
shots.
man.
sleep with him no more. She sleeps in a separate bedroom.
And
She
y'all
in
cool with the
Jersey getting
first
her
lady
back
getting her
blown
back
out.
blown out? What kind of people are y'all?
Backbone out.
What she used to do, man, when he tried to grab his
Yeah,
hand,
her back blown out is crazy.
she used to go,
Damn, Don. You done fucked it up for all the good people, Don. Politicians steal and don't get caught. You fucked around and got caught.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald
Hey,
Trump. That shit finna
ain't
go
that crazy
crazy.
how
And that nigga
YG
Rudy
had
gonna
a
flip.
song saying fuck Donald Trump and now less than 4 years later he comes back and say I support Donald Trump for president? Hey, that's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. A lot of bullshit. What?
The fun part I get out of all these new Trump supporters is they don't even know why they're supporting him.
They supporting him because of his policies.
What
Listen,
policies? Then start telling me them.
it be for attention. It be for it be to be reposted.
They support them just like you support Diddy. Now, how about that?
For
Yeah,
other
no
reason.
good reason at all.
Yeah, it's business over anything. Yo,
you crazy, nigga.
Man, y'all, I grew up watching everybody support Trump. Before the
Yeah.
White House days.
Yeah, everybody, all the rappers wanted to be Donald Trump. I got Donald Trump
All your
money, and
favorite actors, actresses, everybody.
he in Home Alone making guest appearances. You're
And
fired. The
wrestling and
Apprentice.
shit.
Which is where
He
I
was
think
in
they
mad
messed up
rap
at, right?
songs.
This is where I think they messed up at. When he was running for president, they shouldn't have stepped away from him. They should have stood next to him because then they would have been able to reap some benefits. I mean, eventually they would have all been in jail with him, but still, at least they would have
No,
reaped some
Springfield told him
benefits.
to step away. Told him to step away.
Man,
Like, don't
it's
fuck with
going.
the Don.
It's the Don. If he beat, man, listen, you better hope he get a conviction.
He
I ain't never
walk
fucked with
away.
him after that Central Park 5 story, bro. That
Oh
was the most
yeah,
that was the most grimiest shit in the
That was
world,
nasty.
that's
he still
nasty.
refused to
The
apologize to the people.
the the official
Nasty.
Yeah,
mugshot is
I
in my
retract my statement
PTR.
earlier.
CNN just
Miss Lane,
released.
don't get a room, Miss Lane. You're really
CNN
getting off on that.
CNN just put the mugshot up on their website. It's in my PTR.
Hey,
It's in my PTR.
Don't get a room,
It's
Miss Lane.
in my PTR. Breaking news!
He
Breaking
looks so
news!
angry.
he looking like I'm finna beat
Breaking
you in the
Strong,
face.
strong
news!
face.
It's the Don, bitch.
That's
That's the
that's
album.
the
That's
that's
the
the
album cover.
Dawn of Teflon. He got a mugshot.
Listen, if that ain't constipation, I don't know what is.
Shout out to the Don.
And you know
Yeah,
what? Somebody probably told him how to pose, how to
Lynn,
look,
Miss
so
Lynn, I
they can
don't
put
want to
it on
get
them
Miss
t-shirts.
Lynn. You already yelled
he should have
wolf
had his chin
once.
up.
Please send me that official link. I'm
No,
not gonna
that's
take
it.
my shot until I
Yes,
get
sir.
that link.
Okay.
He should have had his chin up.
Please,
Hey,
Miss
yo,
Lynn.
that ain't it. Yo, that's
I
a
want
fake.
Miss Lynn. I want to take my
That's a fake.
celebrating shot, please.
Hey, yo, that's a fake. Why that sign behind him smaller than everybody else's? That's a
I'm trying
fake.
to find out the strawberry hair. Where is it? I see nothing but blonde.
That's a fake, yo.
It's
Where's
probably
the
I
under the
got the
strawberry?
toupee.
real one.
It's under the toupee.
Damn.
Yo, that's fake, son. Miss Lane, you posting fake news in here.
And he
No,
got a
that's
cold.
I pulled it from the CNN page. It's allegedly the real one. CNN posted it.
The real one.
It's
Got
the
to
links I
get
texted you.
wasted.
There's the link and it's on
Yeah,
the
nah, I
site.
got text the link. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
All right,
ooh.
let's go and put some on the
Mhm.
grill, man.
Fact check. Fact check. It says that contrary to Trump's claim, Atlanta murder is down sharply this year and nowhere near a record. That too was a lie.
He's
Like
a
he weighed
pathological
215.
liar. I told you. They're keeping count. I don't know how they lost count probably of all his lies.
This
He also
motherfucker
said he
got
weighed 215. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
the.
Y'all some wild ones, boy.
Yo, they won't even let you take it off their Instagram. That CNN is creeps, dog. CNN is creeps.
They won't let
What?
you. You can screenshot it.
No, because it's gonna have the CNN words and going through his forehead and all that.
Now, yo,
Oh,
y'all do know y'all giving mad support.
yeah, Kareem. I'm gonna retract all the shit I was saying earlier. I don't give a damn.
But each of y'all download it and PTR it and running around. Yeah, look at the Donald. Free promotion. He don't look at it as a bad thing. He look
No,
at it
I
as some
don't look at
crazy
it
shit.
PTR.
That's gonna
Like
be
Oh
his.
yeah,
he's
look
fighting
at him.
for
That's
He's
justice.
pissed. He's
that's going to
pissed.
be his campaign picture.
He's pissed off. Yeah, he gonna use it because his
Hey,
campaign people are gonna tell him to do it.
hey,
But he's pissed off.
that's one ugly person, bro.
I
He's
seen.
that's the devil.
I
He's the
seen
devil
worse.
incarnate.
The devil?
The
Now hold on, now
devil.
Miss
He's
Lynn.
The devil's God's
Satan.
sidekick.
He's
We don't
Satan.
know. Now hold on. It ain't Lucifer. Satan.
He Lucifer,
Beelzebub.
Lucifer, Satan,
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub, all of them.
Nah, I don't. Man, we gonna put the devil on here. I don't know. He could be. He could not be. I don't know.
Just remember when you say the devil, that's God's sidekick, hitman.
The devil has got the devil worked for God. Don't
He's
forget
a
that.
sidekick.
Well,
Ain't no
the
sidekick.
devil started off as an angel. Now y'all know this, right?
But okay, I got. Well, we ain't gonna get into that.
Seen the
We ain't
mugshot.
gonna get
He
into that.
look like mad. Look at the camera.
If it
Hmm.
was all ordained, God knew the devil was gonna do what he was gonna do.
Always great to see the fam tuned in. Chippers fam rocking with us.
Reed, you spelled her name wrong, dude. There's no E. What are you doing?
Yeah, they took a
Letting
shot
us
at him.
know
I'm
that we
reading that
got
article.
PHI for the
They says,
Eagles, I&D for the Colts. Seen a lot of PHIs here. We got Ernesto. We got Quentin, Herb, Scotty, Cool Rains.
Wait,
Typing
so I'm
fast.
just putting this.
More important news: the Eagles up 10-7 over the Colts.
yo, Dell, I ain't believe you about the strawberry thing. They literally put his hair as either blonde or strawberry.
I told you. I pulled the arrest record.
Yo, how they gonna get the
Yo.
strawberry out of the nigga head? Like what?
They lift his toupee up.
Oh, you talking about because his hair didn't look like his scalp, man? Huh?
It probably is his scalp.
Wow.
It literally
Well,
says
Trump
strawberry blonde, blue eyes.
Trump breaking all kind of records. It says Trump becomes the first former president with a mugshot.
Exactly. That's what I told you. We just saw history in the making.
I mean, he happy about it. As a narcissist as he is, they doing him favors. Like, look at me. Who was the first president to get about this corrupt system and all that bullshit?
Okay, let me enjoy the rest of my evening.
Woo. That felt so good.
Yo, it was a supporter on TV just now. She said, "I don't care if he's in jail. I'm gonna support him regardless. I will vote for him even if he's behind a jail cell."
Hey,
I
Herb.
I was looking at that earlier.
Feelings, fuck your PTR too.
That's the most entertaining thing I saw today.
I know you were laughing in your seat wherever you were.
I thought the people that I saw in the shirt should have had the shirt instead of using the N word. They should have used crackhead.
Podcast for Trump.
People is printing the shirts right now.
Right now,
If you go on,
yes.
Dave, go look on Amazon. I bet you could probably find it right now for 2-day delivery with Prime.
It's on Twitter.
The one in my PTR, Dave, they already got the jacket and everything for it.
Said the jacket. Oh shit.
Yeah, they got the hoodie for it already.
Now back to some real important news. We got that out the way. Bray Wyatt has passed away for the WWE. The Fiend is no more. Barry Windham's nephew. Now people say it was his son and shit. Died at the age of 36.
That shit is crazy. We're the same age.
Used to come out with like the goats with the shit with the terrifying. Dude.
All they got to do is hit him with a couple more indictments and keep him out the White House. Tie him up for the whole campaign. Keep him out the White House. And the reason why I'm saying that is, like I was saying, I don't want this to be a political war that we've been going through. We had to go through 4 years of him indicting Democrats. Now Democrats indicting him. Then you put him back. Now he's back to indicting Democrats. When can we get back to focusing on the country?
No, if he get back in, it's gonna be a stalemate because he ain't gonna let nothing get past him in Congress unless it's a Republican Congress and Senate and House. That nigga gonna veto every damn thing niggas try to put up. Everything.
He get back in the White House, you guaranteed to get a Biden mugshot. I tell you that much. He don't let nothing die down. He carry his vengeance.
The DOJ to file charges of improper prosecutorial uh, behavior. There it is. Fannie Willis is in trouble. She has to recuse herself from the case. Told you that Don don't play, man. This is from Butt Crack Media.
Talking, breaking it.
She gonna be under scrutiny though because it's bigger than just him. At this point, I'm telling you, it's bigger than just him. So she just better watch her back.
Hmm.
You said who better watch their back?
This is bigger than just him, so she better watch her back because this is bigger than him. This is a disgrace against the. This is a stain on the United States jacket that will never go away.
Hey, you know if something happened to her, they
Trump
already
is
know
a
where to go.
stain on the United States jacket. Hopefully he'll go away.
I'm talking about the mugshot. That's why I wanted it so bad, just so
Yeah,
we can get
I
back to
really
focusing
they
on the country.
that mugshot on the screen the whole time they talk. They want everybody to keep watching it.
You know, for a white man like him, that's an inconvenience. How dare you take a picture of me, bitch?
The way I just
They probably
hollered.
had hand sanitizer at the ready, like it stinks in here. Smell like human feces. How dare they bring Donald Trump into a building like this? He probably really on his lawyer like, look, yo, we went through. I can't go back to no place like that for no time, yo. No. Now you have precedence, Chico. He will forever be. See what y'all don't understand. This is to us is him is the bigger deal. I did do the American to me. Will
Am I in the Matrix?
Not
The
Kareem.
Matrix hard body on the Matrix hard body.
He's gonna be the
Box
first
away.
former president with a mugshot, and if they keep him on the ballot, he'll be the first sitting president with a mugshot.
Damn.
Thug life.
Kareem box your way out of there. You know, American like the bad boy, westerns and bank robbery movies, and everybody wants the drug dealer to get away at the end.
want this villain to be caught. Romeo must die.
Man, he is nothing but the Joker. The Joker is actually the hero in Batman.
You do
You
know
know,
Joker was the good guy, right?
Craig just said that.
Yeah, Batman was the bad man,
Batman was the bad man.
and the Joker was the good guy. He was always looking out for people. I, it is whatever with Donald, but I hate Pence. You rat bastard. You was right there with a nigga.
So you
Now you
hate
switch
pimps?
sides on me.
You
Pence.
hate Pence. I'm like, so you hate pimps. I was like, what?
Nah, I don't. I ain't even in my lane. But I hate
Uh,
people that be down with the cause and then you try to flip. And now you see a nigga weak for a second. Now fuck that nigga. Here go the knife in your back. Shit. Look out for me. I don't like that type of shit. I think people like that are corny and foul.
yeah, and I hate fuck niggas. My bad. My bad. Got the yeah on me. He ain't gonna do no real time.
PD for me, it ain't about him doing time. It's about hitting the reset button.
Damn, Tiff, you got it already. You got the mug shot already. He was waiting for that, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, I was watching the shit the whole time. That's why I went in here. Watch the whole shit. Yeah, I got the picture. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Yay! What the
What y'all
fuck?
up to? I
Talking
ain't
about
waste
the
no
mug
time.
shot.
I got that shit. I was like, oops. Let me screen. I had to screenshot that joint. I was like, Clubhouse, you go, Mr. Trump. There you go.
Speaking of PTRs, nobody said nothing about
It
mine.
looked like you practiced that face all night, yo.
PD, I
Nobody.
was gonna say something about yours, but everyone was
Talking
talking
about
about
PD
Trump.
and
I
Michael
like
Michael
it.
Jackson. That's
No,
old.
he
People
practiced
been
that
saying
shit.
that.
His face is like, yeah, bitches, y'all got me fucked up out here.
PD, you know Fat Boy had that picture before. No, you think you
Oh,
big.
um, shout out to the goats. And I'm gonna say this, man. I don't wish jail on nobody. Um, if you did the crime, you gotta do the time.
That's right.
It
I
looked
hear.
like it
I
looked
think he
like he
meant
about
this.
to
Huh?
it looked like he about to say I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
I know, but he made a comment. He was like, I don't know. He been going off the chain. He was like on last night. He was like, all this is just bullshit or some shit. And then today he was going. He did a rant again. I saw it today. I was like, this man is throwing out swear words like it ain't nothing. But hey, you
I
just
tell
went to
you,
jail, my guy.
I tell you what, the face he making right now, you better not let him run for president. Because if he win,
It's
ooh
over,
shit.
yo. It's over. You can see it in his face.
Ooh, okay, Cinderella. With the, with the,
Don't do that.
God, God,
Don't
God.
don't
It's the
do
whole
that.
PTR,
Don't do that.
ain't it? Yes, yes, Lord. Yes. Praise
I say I
him.
like Chico's picture, but Chico got he throwing up the wrong shit. So I'm gonna
Them
just let
gang
that slide.
signs.
I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide.
Man. But yeah, if he run for president, I'm pretty sure he gonna win because this just was saying to me. Now he might pass away while he's president, was like that. But if he wins, it is hell and brimstone, in my personal opinion. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Aliens beat me up.
I ain't gonna lie, they come, man. Listen, I've been waiting on you, mother. I need to get the fuck up out of here. Where we going? I don't care. Take me with you. It's gonna go down here.
Miss Lynn on that shit. She's Miss Lynn was probably on her computer like this. I'm about to get this shit.
Yep, I had it first.
Well, look,
Ray
girl.
J.
I had to crop it.
She soldier boy.
To Miss Lynn, the number one fan.
The number
Your
one
support is greatly
stunner.
appreciated.
I had to
Number
pause the
one
video,
stunner.
screenshot it, then crop it. That took a lot of work.
And there's the number two fan. I mean, number three after Chico. Top three fans of Donald Trump right here in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Miss Lynn said I hit it first.
Oh yeah,
What
you
did
too, Miss Sindel. That's four.
what did
Y'all,
Donald Trump
the
say
No,
to
no,
you,
Trumpites
no,
is
no,
man?
no,
the
no, no,
Trumpites is
no.
crazy in here.
The
I
Trumpites?
ain't got no Trump pictures.
Me,
I'm
that's
not
the second one I
participating.
got because I got a screenshot of him doing the thumbs up on the airplane. Well, while he was getting off the airplane. So that's my second picture of Donald Trump. This one right here.
I have photos of the Brady Bunch, but that's where it ended.
It's good
Here's,
though, son.
here's a
The American
story.
people got what they want.
Here's a story
Finally,
of a good old nigga.
all this over an election in Georgia. That's crazy.
Damn, man.
And even if
So
he,
if it
if he,
wasn't in Georgia, would it have been somewhere else?
I mean, even if he won the state, he still wouldn't have won the presidency.
Is this a federal or a state Rico?
Try to cheat.
State.
Oh shit. Should
So
have beat this.
he threw that up because he about to get it back in blood for real.
Chico knew what's about to happen. Detroit,
At
Dallas,
least I got my
Texas,
own fire. Holy
Queen
Spirit
City,
is in me.
Carolina, and down there with Miss Cindella and Florida. Y'all all about to catch hell. Don't be looking for no aid when he get back.
Hey,
I'ma
What you
remember
talking
all you
about?
motherfuckers.
I'm
What you
glad.
talking about?
When
I
he's in
voted for
office
that nigga
anyway.
twice. What the hell you talking about?
When he get back in office, he gonna remember all you motherfuckers. Keep that same energy.
Fuck them.
Keep
Got nothing
that
to do with it.
same energy.
Write it down.
Ain't
Take a
shit gonna get done in America. I'm
We
cutting off
All I
believe
all
in
know
food
love,
is,
stamps.
y'all.
oh, I don't need food stamps, so we good. All I know, somebody said Donald Trump looks like Mr. Burns. That shit is funny.
Mr. Burns.
he
Damn, he do
do.
look like Mr. Burns. Y'all know how Mr. Burns was acting? Shit, me.
I just would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, see him inside the building.
He finna be Mr.
Like, hurry up! How
Burns,
long is this
bitch
gonna take?
now.
But somebody said that even if he get found guilty, the governor can pardon him.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Ain't he cool with governor?
Yeah, that's the dude that
Oh,
beat Stacey
yeah.
Adams.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the governor can't just pardon them. It's a process that's different in Georgia.
Shit.
Governor just can't
It'll
pardon them.
get done.
It's a panel.
Ooh, Chico, you on
Shit,
it,
it'll
ain't
get
you, Chico?
it'll
That
get
nigga came off
done.
the bike quick, like, no, we just can't pardon.
But even
We
if
gotta
he's
be leaving
found
office
guilty, I
or
want
some shit.
everybody to understand that he is not going to jail. He is probably going to be out on appeal line all the way to the Supreme Court.
Here's the story.
But he can't run for nothing if he found guilty.
Yeah, he got an F on his report card. He can get that expunged. Shit.
They were
Look,
like Trump pod. Word up, we in Trump pod. That nigga ain't like, I ain't laying down for nobody, guys. I want to run the whole chair.
Lay on your
Make that
stomach,
happen.
King.
who the pod boss? I'm running this bitch now. You know, let's get this fade out the way. You don't have to get this through the you gonna have to get through my Secret Service. Which one of y'all wanna catch this fade first? You know you gotta fight.
How do you think they felt though, Chico, the Secret Service, that they had to step back and let him be on his own for a second to go through the free procedure? I mean, they could have had a trustee out mopping up the floor. Nah, that's not security. Ain't nobody looking around. Damn, they really did it. They brought that motherfucker court. They got a mugshot out this nigga. If he didn't think it was real before, he gotta know it's real now, son. All that arrogance and that I'm the president and all that shit, nigga, you got a mugshot. You got a whole mugshot like every other criminal ever known to mankind.
Yeah,
Mama
now
used
put
to
that on the shirt.
say, take your
There you go, Big
time,
50 in the
young
building, man. They
man.
got him, Fifth.
Mama used
Hey,
to
Fifth.
say,
That nigga had to take a mug shot, man, with the number 634-281. Put him in the orange jumpsuit, just to fit. Then it's back to Jersey. We need to go somewhere else instead of
would,
coming here.
would that orange jumpsuit be considered camouflage for him?
Hmm.
Like a big orange, like a big orange, a big glass orange juice.
Here we go. Tropical storm forming, headed for Jacksonville and Savannah. Here it is.
CMB, what up? What up? What up, Delaney? Chandel,
Hey, yo, you
Kadar,
did it,
what's up,
50. You
my
finally got
brother?
it off, Fifth.
China,
Mama, what's up, my brother?
Joe,
You did it, my
Momo,
man.
Trill, Jay, Young, Chico, Miss Lynn, Black Dave, Kareem, my brother, Abdul, Didi. Kev, what happened? It's your boy 50 in the house. What's going on?
Hey, 50.
Fifty.
Hey, 50.
50
50.
was had in Charlie.
What's
Yeah, you,
happening? What's happening? Hey, hey,
yeah,
hey,
Donald Trump in jail, man.
hey, Donald Trump ain't never in jail, bro. You
They
lying.
bagged him, son.
They got the
You
mugshot.
lying.
Everything clean.
Ooh, this motherfucker
You got the
here.
muggy, man.
And he
Oh,
just went back
Kareem.
to the plane.
Damn, they locked him. Man, damn, Jack.
Posted
No,
up.
he ain't
Got
locked
the
up. He gone
mugshot
now.
and the
He got a
We
fingerprint.
know
mug
he
shot.
out. I know he ain't go. He out. He out. And the
Yeah,
president got
he
a mug shot, Joe. That's tough, Kareem.
ex
Kareem,
president.
that's a win, Kareem. You know, some people that's a win, Joe.
We got his mug shot. All right,
He
drop the
got
case.
a mug.
What?
He mad than a motherfucker in that picture.
Mama used
It's the
to say,
definition of a mug shot for real.
Which picture is real?
The one with the red tie
Miss
is real.
Lynn's. Miss Lynn's
All
on
of
is
them
real.
got red ties. It's two of them. Young
Miss
got a
Lynn's
different
on
Yeah,
is
one, and
real.
Trail
mine is real.
and Trail got a different one.
Miss
mm,
Lynn
mm,
and
mm.
Tiff's on is real. It's like,
The
where's
one Miss
Waldo,
Lynn
but
got is
worse.
real. What Miss Lynn at? I know she ain't on that. She about it, about it. Is you about it, about it?
I just put the picture on my Facebook and my caption says, "Look at this thug."
Oh, yes, I did.
So, hey,
Oh, yes, I
on real shit, that nigga like he
That's,
finna start a racial war.
look
did.
at
Man,
this
listen,
thug.
50.
That's what
The
I put. I
50.
said what I said. I said what I said.
Y'all better get y'all folding chairs ready. These people finna act unusual.
Man, that's
Unusual.
that's that's one of them
Ratings
faces
about
you
to
give.
skyrocket.
Hey, that's one of them looks you give when you talking about rally the troops. You call a motherfucker like, yeah, we know what that means. Let's get it. For real. Man, I ain't never seen a motherfucker in a jail picture look that mad, bro.
Man, wait till
Motherfuckers
I
don't
get
even look
out
that
this
mad.
motherfucker. I'm finna raise
Motherfucker.
hell.
He just look constipated.
You know you fucked up, right?
You know you fucked up, right? Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said in that picture. You know you fucked up, right?
You gonna do me like this? You gonna do this to me?
Don't do this to
I'm
me.
putting cases on
I'm
all
On
you
putting
all
cases
you
bitches.
bitches.
on you motherfuckers.
Hey boy, if that motherfucker win the presidency, Joe, he putting cases on every motherfucker in Georgia. He on their ass.
I
But
said it too,
somebody who
50.
said they
Y'all
gonna put him
better,
in
y'all
prison, he
better
gonna
hope
put
he don't
him
win.
in the White House if he ever become president again.
Bro, he go president, he going for the state of Georgia. He gonna kill, man, he gonna kill a whole state off. He gonna try to annihilate their ass. He gonna want to fund them. He gonna want to do shit. Man,
Tell
Joe
her ass
Trump
about a
got a
Georgia.
mug shot.
Who in Georgia? Jay?
Shit, Jay. A lot of
Get up out of
motherfuckers in
that.
Georgia.
Get up out of that, G.
Straight up. Trump win, he might as well pack your shit. They come, that's one of their states anyway.
Man,
Y'all ain't got nothing but Atlanta. They coming off from all up that motherfucker, you know. That's why they still, you know, that's one of them Republican states. They coming out the woodworks. Oh shit. Go ahead, Trump. Go ahead. You can have that. Shit. You ain't supposed to be in this lane anyway, motherfucker.
And there you have it, folks. Donald Trump.
Yeah. Donald
Mugshot.
Trump. Man, that's crazy, man. Kareem, how you feel about your main man?
Like I said, that's not my man, but like it's due process. You know what I'm saying?
He said
Hey,
he
It's a
he
gonna.
got
great day
caught.
for
He
Miss
said
Lynn.
50-50. He said he gonna write the letters. He gonna put something on his books. He gonna see his boo thing every other
It's a great
weekend.
day. Miss Lynn
He go.
got hers off.
He going every other
Chico
weekend.
got his off.
Man,
Every other
I ain't
weekend.
got
He
You
go.
shit to
know,
He
say.
gonna braid. He
it
gonna
is what it is.
braid. He gonna braid his toupee for him. He gonna do it
Hey,
all.
I look on Twitter.
Damn.
Hey, I look on
Gonna
Twitter.
wash his drawers too,
Stu got
Kareem.
about 5 pictures, man, up there with Trump. Stu crazy. Stu going crazy. I'm
There
like,
it is.
damn.
It's a happy day. Everybody's happy.
Oh, happy
It's a
Kareem,
jubilant day in American
He
society.
he is he is
I ain't even
putting
happy about that, Kareem.
he is sending
Oh,
him ramen
happy.
noodle recipes as we speak.
Hey, hey. Show him that
Swoles.
spread. Them spreads.
Hey, the way he going, where he going, if he go to jail, well, he going for, if he go to Georgia State Penitentiary, oh yeah, his ass in trouble. They taking him. They gonna do him dirty.
Oh, oh, happy day.
They
Oh,
gonna have a
happy
field day with him.
day.
The Mexicans and the blacks, they gonna do him real dirty.
No, he
But
gonna
he
have a
ain't going to
whole
jail.
pod to.
He
He
ain't,
gonna
he, ain't-
hold.
he, ain't- he ain't going to jail. Oh, he gonna get a tattoo before if he got to do some time in state, Georgia State time.
No,
Oh man, it's
he
gonna be ugly for him.
he gonna get
Man,
house
he ain't
arrest
going
for
no
the.
jail.
We
He
know he
get
ain't
house
going to jail,
arrest.
Miss Lynn.
He
But I
gonna
but I
plead to
love
a
the thought. I
misdemeanor.
love the thought. Keep it going.
No, I
He
ain't know it. Hey,
he finna
Thank you, Fatty.
he finna take this to trial and
Oh, he going all
drain the state
he going
money.
all the way. Hey, he
Watch this.
snitching. He
Them
got gun.
motherfuckers-
He got gun. Hey, look, he got gun a motherfucking lawyer. He snitching. He tricked him. My lawyer tricked me.
no,
That's the
he
my
finna
lawyer
get a
tricked me.
plea.
Hey,
Well,
that's
yeah,
the
he
lawyer
finna
who
get a
tricked
plea
him.
deal.
Hey, that's the lawyer who tricked him. Who going
Not the
down?
Not
Who
the
alpha.
going
Not
alpha
the
down?
plea.
alpha, please.
He
Not
ain't
an
The
get the
alpha.
alpha.
alpha plea, bro. He getting out. He taking Giuliani down. He gonna let Giuliani get that shit on his own. That wasn't me. I ain't sanctioned that.
He gonna
The
say it was
lawyer tricked.
all Rudy. It was all
It was all
Rudy.
Rudy.
Look, it
Fuck
It
didn't
was
him.
happen
all
until
Rudy.
Rudy
Fuck.
got
He
involved.
sent my
Hey,
buddies to
for the
jail.
record, for the record, he's got $100,000 plate fundraiser. Rudy in September.
He gonna rally them troops.
Because he know he don't want Rudy to turn on him. He made Rudy lose his motherfucking license.
Hey, Rudy, listen. Take this one. Take this one on the chin
Yeah.
for me. I'll get you out when
And
I
I'm a
get back
pardon.
in, and I'm
And you
gonna
know I'm a
get back
pardon.
in.
Like
And
he
watch what
did
we do to
dude.
these motherfuckers.
He pardoned dude ass. He got locked up and then pardoned him.
Rudy, just go on take a plea. Go on take a plea. I'll get you in the best prison. You running that thing like a mob boss. Even though you put a lot of the mob motherfuckers in there. But
Shit.
I'm gonna run again, and I'm gonna
Mm.
get you out, Jack.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you out. My
and
word is
we
This
gonna
bond,
man
nigga.
know who got
burn
the
this
We
car
gonna
off the
burn
motherfucker
damn.
Georgia
down.
ass down. Yeah, that's
We
what he
gonna
said.
burn this motherfucker down.
I want to know what he gonna say. Oh, he finna go into a controlled
Oh, he
environment
got
now.
a yeah, he
He
got
ain't
a
going to
speech
no
tonight
rally.
at
He ain't going
9.
to no. He ain't going to no debates. He ain't going to none of that shit. He ain't doing none of that. He like, what the fuck? I need that for?
Right, you up 40 points. I ain't gotta go. Y'all fight.
Right? Why you gonna be against me?
whole debate was about him. They were talking about him.
Right? They ain't had nothing to talk about the Democratic Party. They were talking about Trump. Stupid. At least 6 out of the 8 say they'll pardon Trump if he go to jail. He gonna remember that.
Call me Buttercup.
I was Theory Thursday, man. I couldn't tune in, man. It was so motherfucking hot and I was busy all day. I wanted to put my earbuds in so bad, but I couldn't. Was it lit?
Yep,
Everybody didn't speak at once. Shit, it couldn't have been.
it was actually good.
What it was about. I know he did the one about Puffy, man. I ain't want to hear that shit. That shit I already know. I don't even want to hear that. That shit was weird.
We did one with about the cartels also, and the Hezbollah pushing
Huh?
drugs. Uh, about the
How,
cartels.
how they work for the fucking the feds? How they work for the FBI and
Yeah,
the CIA?
something like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
working with the DA and all that.
yeah. How they can tell on everybody but the black, they their own Mexican peoples. They can
Mm-hmm.
trick on anybody else, but they can't tell on their own. Yeah, this shit real, bro. They can hang you out to dry, and ain't no punishable offense. You talk about loyalty, huh? What
Somebody
else we
just
got?
somebody just said Trump's mugshot looking like Angry Bird.
It do.
Shit.
The yellow one, shit.
Monday, DC gonna give they DC's most likely gonna give him his trial date for DC on Monday. He gonna be in and out. He gonna have that thing. He gonna have that door swinging, yeah. Jesus.
Ooh, what a day.
And Kareem was going on with y'all defense, man. That young boy running all over y'all.
In Athens before he went up to the federal bench. I mean, and Judge Jones is no stranger to controversial cases. He handled the abortion ban case. He's dealt with so many high-level cases that he gets it and he understands, and he's not going to play around here. So if I'm Trump and I'm wanting to get kind of more bang for the buck in terms of entertainment value and all of that, and also maybe think I'm going to have a friendlier judge, or maybe a judge I could push around or that my counsel can push around, I may go for the judge that has the less experience, not saying that Judge McAfee is not going to be able to handle it, but he's untested right now, and really he's kind of the unknown variable with respect to this.
Every judge I've talked to, retired judge, federal judges, have all said this would be a tough case for even an incredibly experienced judge to keep control of that courtroom.
Yeah, and this state judge has been on the bench, as Jen said, less than a year. Now, he's a former federal prosecutor, former state prosecutor under the DA. I think you make a good point about whether which trial judge he would prefer as between state and federal. But I would be stunned if Trump does not seek to remove it to federal court, because the counter arguments to me, the tactical advantages for Trump of getting to federal court, to me, vastly outweigh that. Start with the appeals court. Whatever happens at the trial level, whatever decisions get made, whatever verdict, ultimately goes up to the appeals court. Federally, you have the 11th Circuit, which is very conservative. They've ruled against Trump for sure, but if you're Trump, you want that conservative court. You're going to have a better jury pool if you're Donald Trump in the federal court. Fulton County, if it's state, 26% of Fulton County voted for Donald Trump. If you get into federal court, you're into the Northern District of Georgia. He got 68% in Cherokee County, one to the north. He got 65% in Forsyth County to the northeast. So you'd much rather be there for your jury pool. Also, and most importantly, if you get into federal court, then you can ask for a dismissal. Now, there's a little bit of extra legwork that you have to do, but if you can get that as Donald Trump, that is the golden ring. So I think these are the conversations that they're having inside Trump's council room right now.
But let's remember, the lawyers are probably telling him this, and this may be why Drew Feinling is not on the case anymore. Okay. At the end of the day, you don't have cameras in the federal courthouse, right? And what does the former president want more than anything? He wants this to be on TV. He wants to be able to perform. He wants his lawyers to be able to perform, and that is not going to happen in federal court. Even if that is the absolute legal correct strategy and what any good lawyer would be telling him, I don't think this is all about the law when it comes to Trump right now.
Yeah, well, we know the other two federal officials here, Meadows and Clark, have eagerly made the motion to jump over to the other side.
If they are ruled again, if a judge determines they don't get to go to federal court, does that automatically mean, that doesn't automatically mean the former president wouldn't be able to?
It doesn't preclude him, but if you had to rank the strength of the arguments to get into federal court, to me, Meadows has the best argument that he was acting in his capacity as chief of staff. I'm not saying it's a great argument, but of the three, I think Meadows has the best argument. Clark, to me, saying I acted as a DOJ alum when he drafted basically a letter falsely claiming there was fraud, I don't know how he's going to get over that. And Trump is going to have, I think, an uphill climb, arguing that this was in the scope of my duties as president. But it's worth noting the federal courts do tend to construe this removal provision quite broadly. So I think Meadows has a 50-50 shot. I think Trump has something less than that. But what happens with one isn't going to dictate what happens with the other.
Right.
Let's go back to Caitlin in Atlanta. Caitlin?
Quickly, but this big interview coming.
Yeah, and joining me now is John Bolton, someone who worked with Trump, was his former White House national security advisor. Ambassador, thank you for being here tonight. I mean, I just wonder, as someone who worked inside the West Wing when Donald Trump was president, what is it like for you to see his mugshot tonight?
Well, I thought it was, as with most things Trump does, carefully staged. They must have thought about what look they wanted. He could have smiled. He could have looked benign. Instead, he looks like a thug. And I think it's intended to be a sign of intimidation against the prosecutors and judges. That's what they picked, and we'll see that picture everywhere.
So you think they actually spent time deciding, should he smile in this? Should he have this scowl that he appears to have gone with?
Almost as much time as they spent combing his hair.
He posted the mugshot, shortly after on his own social media account, along with the phrase "never surrender." I mean, a bit ironic given he had actually just surrendered at the Fulton County Jail behind me. But how do you expect him to try to use this to his political advantage as he's running for president?
Well, I think in the same way he's used the other 3 indictments, and I think the evidence is that the indictments have proven the law of diminishing marginal utility. If anything, they're not undercutting his support; they're building it up, and it just underlines to me that a lot of what's going to happen before these trials begin is going to pass essentially unnoticed in the political realm. The real issue here is that one or more of the trials occur before the election, and then whether he's convicted or acquitted. And that's why I think this scheduling date for Ken Chesebro's trial in the Georgia court, in this case, is such a stunning development. I don't know what strategy his lawyers were following. I've seen it reported. People have said on your show that his lawyers were taking a gamble, that it was a bluff. If that's the case, they ought to be convicted of malpractice. They must have a strategy. They must think they've got some idea what to do here, and I think the consequences are potentially enormous. If Chesebro is acquitted, given his role as the author, according to the indictment, of the memos that laid out the alternate elector strategy, if he's acquitted or gets a hung jury, which they will spin as an acquittal, I think that's going to have an unbelievable political effect. I think I had been looking simply at the Trump trial, but if Chesebro goes ahead and is acquitted, it vindicates Trump's narrative. Now, if he's convicted, I think it obviously cuts in the other direction, and it could happen in 2 months.
Yeah, but you're saying it's essentially a risky move because what they're arguing is that he wanted a speedy trial. You saw Fani Willis respond and say, okay, let's do it in October. And then the judge signed off on that today, but saying that's only applying to Ken Chesebro, not to Donald Trump and the other 17 co-defendants.
But that's the point. That's what, if his attorneys have thought this through carefully, they believe that separating Chesebro from this massive, complicated rest of the case may be Chesebro's best chance to get an acquittal. And that's what they're counting on, that they can simplify and expedite this particular case. And my point is, the thing that I think will impress voters is not all these pretrial maneuverings and extensive discussions about the removal authority, which I'd also be happy to answer questions on, but what is the consequence politically if Chesebro is acquitted or if he's convicted? That's what voters will understand, that this guy was convicted by a jury or acquitted by a jury, and it could have enormous political impact.
Yeah, we've been talking to our sources in Trump's legal world. He just brought on a new attorney today. And what they have not done yet, but we believe they plan to do, is to try to move this from a state court to a federal court, arguing that because of the office he held at the time, that is where this should happen. What do you make of that argument if they do pursue it?
Well, remember, Trump's ultimate strategy is always delay, and by moving to remove it, that throws another wrinkle into it. And if the removal is accepted, and Fani Willis tries to get it remanded from the district court, my memory may be imperfect here, but I think that's an appealable order for both sides, which means you're stretching the time out, going to the 11th Circuit and then maybe the Supreme Court, just to decide the removal question. I think this is actually simpler than a lot of the discussion here. A president who is running for re-election is not just the president, he's also a political candidate. He has First Amendment rights like any other political candidate. But he doesn't have a First Amendment right to commit a crime. None of what Trump did here is part of his presidential duties. Just like when Al Gore contested George W. Bush in Florida, that didn't have anything to do with his vice presidential duties. He was doing it as a candidate, and he was permitted to do it because he followed the legal path that Florida permitted. So I think actually the case should not be removed because what these defendants did, they did in a First Amendment capacity. And the notion that the Hatch Act was amended to cover officials in the executive office of the president, which Fani Willis has cited in her briefs, I think is unconstitutional. I think political appointees in the executive branch of the federal government can engage in political activity. It's the career people you want to protect from pressure to engage in political activity. So I think the case should remain in Georgia courts, but I think it's highly likely it will be removed.
Well, and Mark Meadows is making that same argument. We'll see if he's successful. But you've touted the idea of running for president in this election as a Republican. What went through your mind, and what does it say about the Republican Party last night that when those candidates were on stage and were asked if they could support Trump if he had been convicted on charges, many of them raised their hands?
Well, I think there were 6 wrong answers and 2 right answers. You cannot believe in a law and order philosophy and say it applies to everybody except Donald Trump. Obviously, if he is convicted before the election, he'll appeal, he'll have that right. But in any sane society, somebody who's a convicted felon should step aside. I mean, the rules of the Republican Party should provide that if their presidential nominee is convicted, he'll be removed from that candidacy, and the party should pick somebody else. That's the argument I think the current candidates are going to have to make against Trump when they get to Iowa and New Hampshire, because of the documents case is the only case that's now even has a tentative trial date in May of next year, after most of the Republican caucuses and primaries. So they're going to have to tell voters, be very careful about voting for Donald Trump, because by the time we get to our convention in August, he may be a convicted felon.
You once described Rudy Giuliani as a hand grenade who is going to blow everyone up. He turned himself in also here in Georgia. We've also seen his mugshot. Does it make you feel like you were right?
Well, this is not a good place to be in. I mean, Donald Trump may be able to turn it to his political advantage, but everybody around him is going to be, I think, blown away by the blast effect of these various cases. This is the end of the career, the legal career, for a lot of the lawyers who are co-defendants in the Georgia case. Trump has an amazing way of escaping the damage he causes to everybody else, but I think the odds here are a lot of careers are ruined because of this.
Ambassador John Bolton, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Jake, back to you.
Thanks, Caitlin. It has been quite a day of Donald Trump's 4th arrest. He has not been arraigned in this case. The 3 previous arrests had arraignments on the same day. This one did not. In that way, it was different from the 3 previous ones. Also, of course, the image on the right side of your screen, the mugshot of the 45th President of the United States. It's not the only mugshot that we've seen this week that might have caused us a moment of pause. Here is the man who in 2001 was Times Person of the Year, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. That's his mugshot for his 13 counts in the indictment in Fulton County, Georgia. Here is former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, not the first White House Chief of Staff to ever pose for a mugshot. Nixon's Chief of Staff, H.R. Bob Haldeman, also posed for one and ended up doing 18 months in prison. Here is political operative from Wisconsin, Kenneth Chesebro, known or considered to be the architect of the fake electors scheme, perhaps less well-known a face, but his request for a speedy trial is going to have an impact on what happens in this case. Let's bring in right now Pulitzer Prize winning New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman to talk about this important day. And Maggie, obviously, Mr. Trump, and let's to be frank, it would be political malpractice for him not to do so, but he is using this mugshot and trying to raise money off of it, posting it on Truth Social. We know that the former president is someone who cares quite a bit about his image and legacy, this pose that he considers to be menacing, we're told, is part of that. He does not like to be perceived as a loser, despite what he would call perhaps braggadocious behavior and statements in light of this. How do you think this latest arrest and mugshot in particular, and the fingerprinting, and all of what he went through today, how do you think that's actually sitting with him tonight?
I don't think especially well, Jake. From what I heard from people who had spoken to him, he actually seemed less agitated heading into today than he had the previous 3 indictments, which is still a remarkable sentence to say. But he doesn't want to be mugshotted. He doesn't want to be arrested. He doesn't want to have what in his mind is the indignity of going to this jail and then, submitting to a photo and a mugshot and fingerprinting. And to your point about the visuals of him, it isn't just that he wants to look menacing, which is certainly true, and he has made that kind of face in photos for years and years and years. He doesn't want to look weak, and that's what that's about. And so, circulating the mugshot, fundraising off of it, owning it, using it for press, that's all part of a playbook that we have seen him use over and over again, but that does not mean he's enjoying any of this. This is a serious thing. He is facing serious jail time.
And explain to me, to the capacity that anyone on this planet can, how refusing to accept a clear, decisive electoral defeat in 2020 and desperately attempting any way possible to hold on to power legally and then extra legally and then illegally, at least according to the special counsel and the Fulton County DA, how is that not weak?
Because in his mind, he didn't concede, and that has been how he has operated for decade after decade after decade, through business failures, through bankruptcies of his casinos, through losses, through products failing, through divorces. It has all been, if you pretend it is not happening, if you create your own reality, if you don't give in to what other people are acknowledging as objective reality, then maybe it really isn't there. And he is somebody who does not think in terms of long-term strategy. He thinks in very short increments of time, and it's all about just getting from one post to another. And so that is how somebody thinks like that. It's also how somebody thinks who has lived, Jake, and this doesn't really get said, I think, enough about him. Mm-hmm. He lived a fairly consequence-free life before he was president. The bankruptcies cost the banks. Now, he did not like the press. He was very unhappy about it. But the bankruptcies were a loss to the banks. Generally, he had his father to help bail him out. He has moved from one thing to another without having to really face the kind of consequences that other people might have in similar circumstances. So this is an unusual moment.
There was another shakeup of Mr. Trump's legal team today. His new attorney, Stephen Sadow, was with him tonight, met him in person on the tarmac at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta. What can you tell us about the decision to bring Sadow on? We should note that Sadow is a very well-respected defense attorney, but why switch now?
It's obviously notable that he's switched several hours before he went to go be arrested in Georgia. My understanding, Jake, is this had been in the works for several weeks. He was always planning on adding to the team. Sadow had been in discussions with Trump's world for some time, as I understand it. Trump, I think, only recently was introduced to him, but there was a decision to let his other lawyer, Drew Feindling, go, and that came in the wake of the indictment. It seems specific to it. My understanding is that Trump wanted what he considered a stronger team. Sadow, as you know, has